Kids living in hoarding house, Darman Studios.
Give me your lunch money, Pete, or I'll break your camera. Let me go, Flash. Out!
Wait, I have Spider-Man powers. Imagine it's just actually a poisonous spider and he just passes out. How does this have to do with the title, though? Why am I watching Spider-Man? He just dies.
How did you... Parker, you better let me go, you freak. Thanks for my camera back.
Principal Darman? Why is Spider-Man in your video?
Principal Darman? Principal Darman? Darman's in Darman videos now?
Because H2F259 mentioned it down in the comments. If you guys...
Darman ain't a real person, bro. Darman really ain't a real person. Bully kid gets bit by spider and becomes Spider-Man. Because H2F259 commented it down below. If you have any other ideas that would be great to showcase in a Darman video, make sure to leave those down below because we're gonna be picking some to showcase in other videos.
If you want to see me make something crazy happen, make sure to let me know down below. Now let's go ahead and start today's video.
Oh, what would be a great Darman video? Bullied kid gets bit by a spider, thinks he turns into Spider-Man, turns out it was a Black Widow spider, and he just dies. Oh, yeah. Here's another one. Bullied kid brings dead possum to school, throws it at bully. Bully stunned. In parentheses, instant karma.
Anybody home? We're selling cookies.
And this isn't really that bad of a... I wouldn't even say this is... Okay, no, it's hoarding. This isn't really hoarding, though. Actually, this is like low-level hoarding. You remember when we used to watch those like TLC hoarder videos and it would be like boxes up to their door to the point where like they could only open their door and then the rest of their house, you just couldn't even see the floor.
What'd I tell you about opening the door?
Don't do it.
Don't do it, right? What if someone saw you? What if they called you know who?
I just wanted some cookies.
I don't care. You can't.
It's not fair. I can't have friends over.
Come on, guys, let's go.
I can't have cookies. Why can't we just be normal?
What if they call you know who? What? Child Protective Services because his parents are hoarders?
Guess what, Pap? I sold 30 boxes of cookies today. Well...
He's just dead. Oh my god. Bro, come on. Darman's gotta hit us with a plot twist here or there, okay? These are two wholesome videos. Guess what, Pap? I sold 6 boxes of cookies today.
Orlando bought most of them. Bet we would have sold way more if the cookies were as good as the ones we used to make. These are the best.
Yeah, Shay. You should consider asking the Girl Scout to add a new flavor.
Oh, do you think Mom and Dad are gonna make it to my Girl Scout ceremony tomorrow?
Yeah, you should go to the fucking Girl Scout Corporation and tell them to add a new fucking flavor. That bajillion-dollar company, dude. How do they even make money? How do the Girl Scouts make money? Obviously selling cookies, but are they like a company? Because they like make the kids... Yo, isn't Girl Scout cookies selling basically child labor? But it's promoted because they get prizes in return for their work rather than pay. Because they're basically getting kids to sell boxes of cookies for a high profit margin. None of that profit share is going back to them. And then they get like a fidget spinner. Which ones do you guys get? I like the peanut butter ones. I'll fuck up Girl Scout cookies. They're good as hell. The peanut butter ones are good. I don't like the mint ones. What are the mint ones called? I don't like the lemon. Oh, mint, Thin Mints. Are they called Thin Mints? I hate the Thin Mint ones. I like the peanut butter ones and the chocolate ones.
Don't worry, I'll be there.
No, Pop. No, it's there.
Who the fuck took that picture? Who the fuck was in frame when they were doing this? That just happened.
Why isn't Pep saying anything?
Oh my god, is he actually dead?
Just tired. Hey, how about you and me go make his favorite cookies tonight, huh? All right, let's go.
When are Mom and Dad gonna be back?
Hey, what? Mom, dinner's ready.
What is that? Just potatoes? Bro, they ain't even throw out the newspaper. They got magazines. They got the fucking free magazines they be delivering into fucking people's mailboxes.
Really? Reading this again? Oh.
Well, if you don't, he will. Look, when I'm a big artist, I'm gonna take us to the
Ooh. Money and artists don't usually coincide together.
fanciest restaurant, okay? And I'll get a big house, huge. I promise you.
Wish they did, but
Okay. I'll be right back.
when my music hits big, dude, just know we're gonna be getting out of this house. Listen to my new track. Just got out of the hospital bed. It's just Dave Blunt's.
You should eat something.
Do you still have that watch he gave you?
This would give me so much fucking anxiety having this level of like shit just in my room. Cause what if you, not even just non-organization, there's just so much stuff and none of it's organized that if you're like, I need this, you're never finding it.
I got rid of it.
What? You know how much that meant to your dad.
You got rid of the watch? Why didn't he get rid of all the fucking trash on the floor?
What are you doing?
I'm throwing away some junk mail.
This isn't junk mail. This was the letter.
This isn't junk mail. This is a coupon for Raymore and Flanagan. 15%. 15% off if we want to buy a new futon. Look. Look at this Bass Pro Shops. 10% off new lures. I've always said I wanted to pick up fishing.
Last letter he received.
How many of these do you need? And this, does it even work?
No.
This, all this. It's just taking up space. It's disgusting the way you're forcing us to live.
Bro, is that like, I can't tell. What is that? Like, is it meat? It looks like it could be like meat and cheese or pasta or porridge. I don't know. What is that?
Please eat this time. We have enough rats.
Wow. This is very impressive work, Dean. Keep it up.
Oh, did you hear that? What if he ends the art show?
Well, they're gonna break his fucking art piece. Oh my god, wait, that's the older brother. And they hate each other. They're gonna end up being friends, chat. Oh my god. The bully and the bullied are gonna work together.
Oh, look, man. I'm sorry. I got 2 left feet.
Dude, you totally did that on purpose.
And what are you gonna do about it? Sit there and cry to the teacher like a little baby? Hey, man, my AirPod, what the heck? Come on, man. How about listen to music now?
You got one AirPod, dog. It still works.
Owe me a new pair.
Dean, is everything okay?
Yeah, just clumsy.
I'm ratting. The fuck? I'm going, yo, he just purposely spilled some shit on my fucking, on my stuff. Because he getting a grade for that. You know what I mean? It's really hard to fail art, though. You gotta suck at art to fail art. How do you fail art? Just not trying. That's really the only way you could fail. Have any of you ever failed art? I think art like 2 or 3 you could fail if you really suck and you're not trying. But usually you have the same art teacher for art 1, 2, and 3, and they'll just tell you if they don't think you're ready for whichever one.
Anyone competing in the art show is welcome to stay after school and meet with me about any of their work.
Unrealistic art teacher. Every art teacher, it's a known thing, has every single paint color known to man on their apron. Art teachers always have absurdly dirty aprons. That's a fact. And it looks like it's been passed down through generations.
Is this yours? Wow. These are fantastic. You know, this art show could be a great opportunity for you. Will I see you after school?
I want to.
Is he at work?
I just can't miss work.
Gotcha. Oh. There you go.
All right. Good news. I found a temp job for you. I just need to see your ID.
Oh, of course. I have it right here.
It's in one of the fucking Home Depot boxes. She just left it there years ago. She doesn't have her ID. Oh no.
Looks like you got a lot of stuff in there.
Women. Oh, wait. Here. Here it is.
You just had your ID loose in your purse?
The job description says that this position requires organization.
What does that mean? Requires organization? Like they have to be an organized person?
Looks like you got a lot of stuff in there.
How many of these do you need?
Bro, what the fuck did she just pull out of there?
Looks like you got a lot.
Is that the red nose ball from Walgreens?
A lot of stuff in there.
How many of these do you need?
Thank you. You seem a little quiet. Did I do something wrong?
I've just never really been on a date before.
Is this a flashback? Who the fuck am I watching right now?
I know it might help.
Oh yeah, they got a jukebox, dude. But if you pull up to a fast food diner and you turn some shit on the jukebox and start slow dancing at 3 p.m. on a Thursday, you're getting fucking cooked. This is not slow. It's literally broad daylight out. You're at a fucking local diner on the side of a highway and you're dancing to a fucking slow song.
Right this way, forward just a little bit more, honey. Come on. Oh, let me see. Where can we put it?
I got an idea. How about back on the curb where you found it, Mom?
Huh?
Mom, you need to throw away some of this trash.
But-
Our house is not a dumpster.
Oh, honey, it's not garbage to me. One person's trash is another person's treasure.
Or
I would just throw it out. He's old enough to, like, if he has the wherewithal to go, like, I'm gonna make the sound decision to throw this out. I know she's not gonna use this. I would just throw it out. If it works, sell it. Well, no, that's what, yeah, if it works, sell it, fine. But I'm saying, like, she just has boxes of trash. I'm just chucking that shit to the curb. And what is she gonna go pick it up and bring it back in? I mean, maybe.
It's trash. Mom, did you even look into this doctor? Mom, you need help. Do us all a favor and go to the complimentary session. At least.
Honey. Those art sessions with...
Bro, the one thing I want to mention about hoarding, okay, it's not necessarily hoarding, but it's messy shit. Why is it so normalized for people to just let their fucking cars be absolute shitholes? I know half of you watching right now just have like empty fast food wrappers and shit just in the back, like a moldy cup in the back of your car. Fucking throw it out. I'm not saying you need to clean your car every day. Yeah, obviously your floor mats are going to get dirty and stuff, and you only clean those like once in a while. But if you have trash, why are you like, I've hung out with friends and I'll tell them this openly. I'm just like, your car fucking sucks. Like the inside of your car, not the outside. The car itself is fine. I'm like, you just don't keep this up. We'll be there. We'll be there. We'll be at the front of the car. He'll be driving. I'll be next. I'm like, oh, I got this. He'll just fucking grab trash and just go, what is this, out of sight, out of mind shit? Just chuck it in the back. It's easier. Bro, just when you get out of the car, just go throw it out. Just pick up the trash, go throw it out.
Miss Singleton, 10 out of 10. She's really helping me take my art to the next level.
Yeah, these are fire.
Hey, stop messing around and go give those two some water.
I was just about to go on break. Can you get someone else to do it?
You're funny, kid. Bethany hasn't started her shift, so that someone is going to be you. Now hop to it.
Why is he I know they bully him, but why is he hiding from them? Are they going to make fun of him for having a job? Like, if somebody tried to bully me because I was working, I'd be like, dude, what?
How may I help you two this evening?
Yeah, I like a...
Terrible play on their end. I'm just going to take a piss on their food. Great idea. Bully the guy that's literally going to handle your food.
I'll give it to you a minute.
No, we're good.
People that are dickheads to waiters are just like, I don't want to say the dumbest group of people, but like you're just like asking to have somebody take a shit in your burger.
Look, we'll take 2 Darlene specials and 2 chocolate shakes. And yeah, what about them AirPods you still owe me?
Oh, sorry, they're at home.
At home? Okay, let's make a little detour after this.
No.
Bro, you could. Why are you spazzing?
Yeah, what's this, you?
Yeah, you live in a dump or something?
No. We're renovating. I'll bring you a new pair when I can.
I'm gonna need you to stay.
Yeah, bro, just say it. I'm broke. That ain't something to be like ashamed of. Your parents broke? Yeah, bro, I'm poor. Like, what the fuck? That's not why would somebody, if somebody bullies you for that, that's like actual cuck shit, dude. I don't understand that. I understand like the way he feels insecure about it right now because of the way that they're acting, and there are people that bully people for that. But at the end of the day, it doesn't make sense why somebody that doesn't have a job and just has rich parents is gonna sit there and look down on somebody that's broke because of the situation they're in, right? If you grow up poor, that's no fault of your own. How is somebody gonna judge you for that?
Late, Bethany called in sick.
Wait, no, I can't. I have a art semester.
And then what's with like rich kids too? Like having to act like they're not rich. I never understood that. I mean, like Twitch streamers do it for sure, but even like other kids, there'll be like rich kids. And you'll be like, dude, yeah, your parents are rich. You're like, no, I'm not. I have to pay for my own stuff. Yeah, bro, but you get an allowance. You get an allowance. I haven't heard of that shit. You get paid monthly for existing.
Mission.
Stop, wait a minute.
Like you, question mark? I don't act broke. I say I have money. I just don't like trying to flex on people because that's cuck shit. And that's people having money for the sake of having money and trying to fucking use that as an ego power play rather than having money for the purpose of trade for actual existence.
Can you do me a favor? There's this girl at school I really like, and I was wondering if you could make me something with sunflowers to give her.
You have a crush? You're growing up too quickly, man. Who's the girl?
She's, Look! She's in the tree again!
Bro, I always, whenever I see some shit like this, I get flashbacks to when I was in 2nd grade and I made the girl I liked a pair of earrings from one of those like jewelry kits. And I was so shy, I dropped it off at her desk and then switched schools the next year. And I never saw her again.
Just a girl. Really cool girl.
Bro, like fucking like shaking nervous. Who said chivalry's dead? Oh, I remember, dude. They were shit-ass J earrings. She probably threw them in the trash. I'm not even gonna lie. She probably threw them in the trash. How the fuck did the popcorn just not fly out of the bowl there? Oh. Is the dad dead? What's happening? That's not hoarding. If you want to collect corks in a fucking jar, by all means do it. But you just have trash.
Cheers to our new home.
I wasn't expecting you. I haven't gotten too much done yet, but why don't you just put that over there?
Goodness gracious.
Oh my God, I didn't think about the smell. When you just have stuff, oh, it just probably smells like mildew.
I haven't gotten too
like rotten food.
much done yet, but why don't you just put that over there?
Goodness gracious.
Oh.
You saw rats? I mean, dude, keeping it real, like 8 years ago, I remember I had rats. And bats. But that's just because they get in. That's not like an uncommon thing. No, see, I had bats. I remember I had bats. Oh, I had bats. when I was a kid, yeah, I had bats. Did I ever tell this? There was a family of them that like lived in the rafters or whatever. And at night they would fucking swoop in my bedroom. And I would freak out, dude. I remember being so nervous. And that's like also why I would sleep with the covers over my head when I was younger too. And it took like a week, 2 weeks to get rid of them. Because there's like fucking 30 of them.
I thought you said you made progress. Well, I guess we have different definitions.
Joe was broke. I'm not lying. Dude, I literally, bro, I was not poor when I was younger. But like, dude, I vividly remember my mom cashing in coins to buy groceries. Like collecting coins and like putting them in to get groceries. Now I got money. Yeah. But then, yeah.
This is completely horrid. You need to pull yourself together. I'm gonna give you 1 week before I call CPS on you.
You can't do that.
Lenore, you want to test me? As their aunt, this is not a safe environment for those 2 boys. I can't allow this to happen. Is it really that hard for you to clean?
Wait, who is this woman again? Who is this random woman? Is this a therapist or her friend or... Oh, it's her aunt.
As their aunt.
Oh, the sister.
This is not a safe environment for those 2 boys. I can't allow this to happen. Is it really that hard for you to clean?
That face just pissed me off. Why wouldn't the aunt just raise the kids? At that point, as the aunt, I'd be like, they can come live with me.
Most days, I can't get out of bed. My kids are sick of me. I'm having problems with my sister-in-law. And I just feel like my life is falling apart. I just don't know how to fix it.
That's tough. I would love to help you, but it's going to take time and many sessions.
That'll be $5,000. It's gonna take 100 sessions.
Packages.
Hey, Pop, I made your favorite.
Oh my God, he's gonna be dead. Oh my God, he's gonna be dead. Stop.
Dad, you're home.
Yeah, well, don't get too excited. I'll leave again in the morning.
Oh, okay.
What's this?
Oh, I made that for Pop, but he's not here.
Well, the housing staff called me and told me his dementia is getting worse, so I had him placed in a home.
What?
Oh, I thought they were gonna say, yeah, the housing staff called me the other day and yeah, they said he died.
Why would you do that? You can just have him here instead.
Boy, watch your tone. I'm beat, kid. I got a red-eye flight to catch tomorrow.
Okay, the way he's portraying putting the grandpa in the house with his emotions is wrong, but I think there are scenarios where if you have to focus on raising your kids and making money for your family, and you're also trying to take care of a like very progressed dementia grandfather, sometimes putting them in a home is needed because that's a job to take care of somebody.
We could talk about this some other time.
Immediately would regret throwing the cookies.
Dean! Oh, hey Mom. How was therapy?
Good. But I can't afford it. What are you doing out here?
Does she have a job?
He's out here because somebody had to clean up after your mess.
What are you doing here?
I came to check on the boys while you were gone.
My boys are perfectly fine. What do you have in there?
Just stuff that needs to go to the landfill.
No, put it down. Dean, go inside. Daisy, I swear, if you don't put those down right now, put them down.
Bye. But next time I come back, it will be with CPS.
Oh, please.
He's old enough to have an argument with his mom. hard take here. He's old enough to where he could go, Mom, you need to shut up. Like, you need to, not even on a disrespect level. It's like, get fucking real. Like, we're just trying to throw out trash. We have rats, Mom.
Please, get out of here. Dean, come on. Help me with these. Get inside. Dean.
Like, bro has a job. Yeah, he's in high school. Bro has a job. Bro's helping pay the bills. And she's screaming at him like he has a say in the matter.
Help me with these.
What am I gonna do now? Dean's painting is like literally 10 times better than mine. I mean, you didn't need my help. This is incredible.
Looks like Diner Boy's gonna take home the prize. Unless...
Or just stop sucking at art. You see somebody better than you, maybe try and practice to get better instead of sabotaging everybody else so you're the only contestant that could win.
Ugh.
Dude, he would get fucking suspended for this.
Do you have any idea how hard I worked on that?
Yeah, man, whatever. You got my AirPods?
I forgot.
You forgot.
I'm just not giving him his AirPods. What are we contractually binded? What are you gonna sue me? What the fuck? Your AirPod fell in a paint can and now I have to give you fucking $200 for fucking AirPods? Get the hell out of here.
Orlando!
Get in. We just a friendly joke, Miss Singleton. I don't think so.
Isn't that your sister with a boy?
What?
So, I noticed you like sunflowers and dogs, so I figured you'd like them both together.
Yo, that's a little whack, though, that he's giving her a present that he didn't make. Like, he commissioned his brother to do a painting that he's giving to this girl. Yeah, I mean, he came up with the idea.
Shay, who's this? I know you. You the kid from the dumpster house. Shay, you shouldn't be talking to him.
But Walt and his brother Dane are super nice. He even helped Walt with this painting he made me.
Dane. I know a way we can get rid of him.
Are you sure there's nothing going on? Because I can't do anything about it unless...
I'm sure.
Okay, well, if you
Tell her! What the fuck?
want to report it, then have you...
Wait, are they gonna say, I know a way we could get rid of him, and they're gonna call Child Protective Services on him when he's solving the problem? Nah, that's crazy. If that's what they do, that's actually nuts.
tried talking to this person who's not giving you problems?
They're gonna try and get him to have to go to a foster home.
We're two completely different people.
I always say you can't expect someone to understand you if you don't try to understand them.
Oh my God, the foreshadowing quote. They make it so painfully obvious in every fucking video. They're gonna repeat that in like 6 minutes.
This painting of your family is amazing.
Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like it's missing something.
I trust you'll figure out what that is.
Their dad.
You're finally throwing stuff away.
Is that us?
Yeah.
You forgot your dad.
I didn't forget him. But you need to let go.
Let go? How am I supposed to ever forget him?
Oh, good question. It's kind of hard to when this place is overflowing with his stuff.
Oh my God, bruh. Okay, he was a bit far there. What is this dramatic dark hallway scene where she has to fucking go? Like, it's been, dude, I understand, like, the mourning process is a lifelong thing, but, like, dude, she's crying every 5 seconds.
You can't expect someone to understand you if you don't try to understand them.
Wow, that was like an instant foreshadowing. Instant callback. I thought it was gonna be a little bit further. Oh, is there another picture there?
You're giving me your watch?
Looks like I am, aren't I?
Yo, he sold the watch his dad gave him. That's actually messed up. That becomes like what is it called? Like a family heirloom. Especially after your dad dies. That's something you gotta pass down.
A very special watch to me, son. Your grandfather passed it down to me. And now
Huh, interesting.
I'm passing
Oh, it's a family heirloom.
it down to you. I love you too, son.
Oh, he still has it. He said he didn't. Oh no.
That's my friend.
Oh no, honey. Well, you know we can't have guests.
But she's nice. She's already here. Why can't I just let her in?
Then text her and tell her to leave.
Hey,
Bro, they hear you outside of the fucking doorway. You're talking through a 2-inch fucking piece of wood right now. She's standing there going, I hear the entire conversation that they're having.
Mom's right. We can't have anyone over right now.
Fine. Then I'll just go somewhere with her. Sorry, you can't come in.
hey,
but...
check it out, guys. The
Hey, get out.
Stop.
Need to get out before I call the cops for
He's just actually getting arrested for that. That's just trespassing.
Look who we got
I'd shatter his phone.
here. Dean, the Duke of the Dumpster.
Sorry, I had no idea he was gonna do this. Can you get him to stop?
Says stop.
Hey, you about to crash down.
I said to get out.
This stinks here anyway. Come on.
I'm sorry about her.
Hard pivot, he kills his grandpa as vengeance. It just becomes a one-up game. He kills his grandpa, and the other guy lights his house on fire.
Now do you see why we can't have people over?
Do you see why you should throw stuff away? It's not fair. I can't have friends over, and Dee's always stressed out and is gonna get bullied because of it. And you don't see that the more you're holding on to this stuff, the more.
Like a beaver, dude. Are we not, like, why is this, she's like finally understanding this? Does she have no wherewithal in this world? Like, you're seeing your kids are constantly stressed out. She just isn't recognizing that. I understand she's dealing with her own problems and mourning, like, her husband's death, but, like, you have to see this. This is like her, it's like, the way she's responding is like the first time a 5-year-old sees a magic trick.
It's not fair. I can't have friends over, and Dee.
Like she's watching witchcraft
He's always
unfold in front of her eyes.
That one is gonna get bullied because of it, and you don't see that the more you're holding on to this stuff, the more you're hurting us.
Whoa.
Hard cut to a scene of her crying on a wall.
What a freak.
Long commute from the landfill.
Tell the rats I said what's up.
You, no one is.
This is so unrealistic, dude. I hate every second of these videos, man. What is this 1980s movie bullying trope that we're panning into right now? Am I gonna see a dude with slicked back hair and a leather jacket come in and call him a fucking poser, smoking a cigarette inside? No, if some kid busted into another kid's house at his high school, filmed the shitty living conditions he had to deal with, and then sent it to everybody in the school, no one in the school would be like, "What's up, brokey? How's it like living in the slums, man?" The kid that would get bullied would be the one that filmed it.
Smells.
This has never happened.
I told you I had to worry about him anymore. He never gonna show his face again.
God, prime peak in high school, people.
It's my pop. You never FaceTime me.
Oh my God, the grandpa's dead. Oh my God, the grandpa's dead. Stop.
Who are you?
I'm one of the CNAs from the care facility.
Oh, is the dad dead?
Someone turned your pap's phone into the police station. He's been missing a few days now.
A few days?
You didn't know? I left several messages for your father, Jamal, but I haven't heard back.
Looks like somebody's a little far from the retirement home. What's the matter? Hey, stop it! You leave him alone.
Who's this guy?
Nerd.
Oh, chill.
Nah, okay. Bro, I mean, I was expecting like a crazy ass fight scene to unfold. Bro just pulls out his camera. I'm recording you.
You okay? Oh, let me take you to the hospital. Is there anyone I could call?
I was nervous, man. But I'm glad you're okay.
Well, it's a good thing that kid found him.
That kid? Hey, man. Man, what up?
Look, man, if you want to start something...
Look, man. I'm sorry.
Bro, are you kidding me? Immediately. Yo, he would have to have a reflection period of shock. Of being like, nah, now I feel like a dick. He immediately was like, hey, man, I'm sorry, bro. Maybe I took things a little too far. He ain't have any time to reflect on the situation. It hasn't been like a month or a week. It was 10 seconds and he went, I have a change of heart.
All right. For everything. Thanks for taking care of my pop. It means a lot to me. You know, ever since I was little, my parents, they basically work 24/7. You know, that man in there, he practically raised me, you know? It's been bad ever since he got diagnosed with dementia. It's been tough, man. I don't expect you to understand.
No, I do, actually. It's kind of why my house is the way it is right now. You see, things were different. My family didn't always live like this.
Were they just playing Yahtzee? Nobody in the fucking history of the world has had this intense look at Yahtzee. This is not, nobody's ever this involved into Yahtzee.
Used to be happy. And,
wow, getting that excited at a fucking luck-based game.
Then my dad got sick.
Yeah, next thing they're gonna bring out checkers.
We didn't always live like this. Used to be happy. And, then my dad got sick.
Oh my God, after a Yahtzee pull?
When he got diagnosed, things went downhill.
Diagnosed with what?
And after he passed, well, my mother, her mental health plummeted. She started hoarding anything that reminded her of him. And I'm basically the parent because she's not mentally there to be one. So yeah, no, I get you.
All right, now they're just one-upping each other on who's living a worse life, though. Like, a little too in detail. You know what I mean? Like, they're just both like, yeah, well, my dad's dead, so, you know, I kind of get it. Stop. Why would you play that audio?
Yeah, man, I got work. So, you take care of you and your papa, okay?
Hey, surprise, man.
No, you don't understand. My mom's gonna freak out.
Oh, I did at first. But then I realized if others can change.
Oh my God, could we go back to where she had 3 more freakouts where she was fucking like fucking just like against the wall?
Change for the better, then I can change too. I know.
All of them. I mean, look at this mess.
Looks nice and tidy to me.
Yeah, it looks good.
No, hey, come back.
Looks like we got rid of one rodent.
Make that too.
Mom, I have something I want to show you.
Okay.
What?
Oh, she gonna start crying again. Oh my God.
Yeah. I didn't think the painting was complete without that.
It's beautiful.
No, my painting. What did you do? Oh my God. My masterpiece.
Hey, Darman fan, make sure
Oh my God. Out of the ball pit? No. What a great ending to the video. What are you telling me? You want me to check out girl bullied for loving K-pop music too much?
Make sure to check out this next video about school bullying. I'm sure it's going to inspire you.
Yeah, I really got inspired in that video. Chat, what did that inspire you to do? Become an artist? Draw paintings? Video idea, kid gets LeBron James basketball ability from wearing his shoes. One person's trash is another person's treasure. Haven't heard that quote for quite a while. I agree with it. People could use other things to their advantage in different ways, as it shows in this video. There were special items that people keep in honor of a memory and re-embrace for the loved one. You can expect somebody to understand if you don't understand them. Very inspirational. Is this a bot? Wow, this video made me feel like I was in a literal movie theater. Thanks, Dar. Yeah, I just felt like I was watching a $400 million budget Marvel movie there. Chat, first fucking video. A tribute to Gen Z media. Dude, it is kind of sad that, like, Gen Z media is coming to an end. At least young Gen Z media. Not, like, right now, but what? Like, the youngest Gen Z, the oldest Gen Zer is almost 30. And the youngest Gen Zer is what? Like 15? 14? So in like, 3 or 4 years, it'll be like Gen Alpha now 15, I think. So it's like it's starting to be like Gen Alpha media now, meme-wise at least.
Every generation thinks they have the best movies, music, TV shows, and books. And as a member of Gen Z, let me just say,
I don't think that Gen Z has the best movies. I think millennials have the best movies. Well, we were alive as Gen Zers, but I think like best movie era is like 2000 to 2010. I don't think Gen Z has that. I don't think Gen Z has that at all. I think like the first 10 years of the 2000s was like prime movie era.
that we definitely do. Let's start out with TV, and more specifically, cartoons. The hyper-ironic, random humor Gen Z is known for really just stems from the cartoons we grew up watching. I mean, the most popular cartoon of our childhood followed an anthropomorphic bird and raccoon.
Was Regular Show really the most popular? I think it was up there. I feel like the most popular cartoon of our era was still probably SpongeBob. But SpongeBob existed for millennials. SpongeBob existed in the 90s, right? I don't know. Adventure Time? I would say Regular Show is probably one of the top 10 most popular. That's probably a Googleable question. What are the most popular cartoons, kid cartoons of all time? Top 20 best kids cartoons of all time. Well, I don't know if this is like an accurate list. It's at number 1 of Looney Tunes. I think Looney Tunes is fair. Looney Tunes, Scooby-Doo. Yeah. Avatar, Batman, Star Wars, The Clone Wars, Kim Possible, SpongeBob, Phineas and Ferb, Spider-Man, Bluey. That's modern day. Powerpuff Girls, Danny Phantom, Teen Titans, Ben 10, Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends. That's a fucking callback. I don't know how accurate that list is, though.
Working at a park with a green man, a ghost, an immortal Yeti with a gumball machine as a boss.
Bro, you know one show that was popular when we were kids that I never watched, and then I finally gave it a try, and because one TikTok made me want to watch it because he was talking about how funny it was, and I watched it, and it was unbearably bad. Oh my God, what is it called? It's like Uncle something. Uncle Grandpa. Uncle Grandpa is such a bad show. It's like it's so kiddish. It's so bad. Uncle Grandpa. If this becomes a YouTube video, fucking editor, throw up an image of Uncle Grandpa or like the fucking like cover photo. It's so bad. Yeah, I only got through the first episode, but it was like, he opens the door, he's like, oh, hello there. And it's like, oh God. It's just annoying. Regular show is like a show you could watch when you're 5 and a show we could watch when you're 25 and high. Like, it works, right? It's an all-around show. Same thing with like Gravity Falls. I think if we're actually talking about peak Gen Z media, the best cartoon to come out of our generation is Gravity Falls. And that's not even our generation though. Somebody that wasn't Gen Z made it.
Doesn't really get more
Just came out during our time.
random than that. Regular Show really had a massive influence on Gen Z's humor. I mean, the amount of times me and my friends have said, oh, after something epic happens, it's gotta be in the hundreds. And we didn't just have Regular Show.
Oh, Johnny Test, dude. Bling Bling Boy. My God, this used to be my show on Cartoon Network. This was like endless entertainment when this was on.
I mean, Phineas and Ferb is probably my favorite show of all time, up there with The Sopranos. While the animation...
Phineas and Ferb is up there with The Sopranos. I think the humor is pretty fair. I think Phineas and Ferb, the vibe of the show was good. It wasn't like modern day brain rot like Cocomelon, but it was interesting enough to where every episode was its own little random thing that was happening that like connected somewhat to an overall story, which was good. It's trash? No, Phineas and Ferb was good. Phineas and Ferb was definitely a good show.
And premise of the show makes it appear like it's meant for little kids. The writing and humor is so clever and witty that I enjoy the show more now at 20 years old than I did when I was a little kid. Other shows like Gravity Falls, The Amazing World of Gumball, and Adventure Time also helped
I couldn't get behind Adventure Time. I think it's a little too kiddish at the start, and the animation's terrible. It hurts my eyes to watch. They're like little doodles that anyone could draw, and I don't like that. I think Gravity Falls, I think Amazing World of Gumball was cool, and I liked the humor. I know it's a bad take. I know Adventure Time's really popular and really emotional when it ended. I just never got behind it.
Let's talk about...
I know it's a bad take.
Music. Man, from 2014 to 2019, the amount of amazing music that was released is astounding. Gen Z is obsessed with 2016, and I think a main reason...
Yeah, no, 2016 was fucking peak media. Peak YouTube, I think the reason that is as well is because 2016 is also like a era where a lot of people were graduating high school, a lot of people were graduating middle school, a lot of people were in transitional phases, and so it's like a memorable time. I always say one of the most like memorable artists or most nostalgic artists of that time was Juice WRLD, but that was 2018. That was like 2017, 2018. Juice WRLD, bro, fucking Lucid Dreams comes on, I get teleported back to freshman year, sophomore year. Teleported when Lucid like like that beat comes on, bro. Everybody was playing that all day. That was that shit the Backpack Kids had when they'd be walking through the hallways.
And for that is because so many great albums were released that year. Blonde, Starboy, Anti, Lemonade, Coloring Book, Black Star, The Life of Pablo, Untitled Unmastered, Views, Awaken My Love. I mean, 2016 Uzi has basically become a mythical figure because of his consistency and output during that year. And
I think that those albums were definitely really good, but they're also perceived better in the minds of people that grew up with them because you're always going to hold some level of, like, I guess, praise for something that you've known. Not necessarily even on a nostalgia factor. It's like, you know, when your parents today might be like, modern rap these days is a bunch of mumbo jumbo and it doesn't make fucking sense anymore. You gotta listen to the OGs. Like, some shit like that. Like, it's the same thing. You'll be that. I hate to say it. That'll be you. Right? In 30 years. That'll be you. You'll be saying the same shit. But you'll say the same shit and you'll be like, man, back in my day, Lil Uzi was the shit. Now you guys are listening to those fucking stupid Gen Alpha artists.
I'm not saying these are necessarily Gen Z albums, but usually the music that's the most important to you is the music that was released during your formative years. And I just gotta say, we low-key win. Like, yeah, I'll admit we didn't have Michael Jackson or Biggie or Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart, but bro, do you know who we got? My man Fetty Wap. Listen, I'm not getting behind this. I'm not getting behind this. I'm not getting behind the we got Fetty Wap. We're not going band for band on fucking rappers. And I'm pulling Fetty Wap out of the bag.
That's probably the last guy I'm pulling. That's probably the last dude I'm pulling. Just being like, yeah, you remember Fetty Wap? Yo, you remember Nasty Freestyle too? You remember that shit? Just start pulling like, you remember Whip? Nay, you remember that shit?
Even being ironic.
Watch me whip.
Fetty Wap at his peak had the entire world in the palm of his hand. Bro, I know you remember
1738 was big. Bro, another one that was big. I don't even remember his name. I gotta look up the song. You remember Designer Panda? That was big. Where he'd go, Panda, 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 panda. That was huge. Half the song. I'm 30 seconds in and he's still going, panda, panda. That song sucks too. That song sucks too. You look back at it and you're like, wow, this was actually fucking really bad. Yo, I would rather pull out like 6ix9ine for band for rappers than Fetty Wap. Take. Name another song by Fetty Wap that you listened to.
1938 and I got this sewed up. And he had other
that is another one.
Hits like My Way, RGF Island, and Again. Fetty Wap was really the king of writing hooks. I don't want to sound like too much of an old head, but modern pop music to me sounds like it's lacking creativity. Everyone kind of sounds the same and is trying to hop on trends, and when someone new does come with an original sound, it's shocking. I miss the days when upcoming artists like Travis Scott, Tyler the Creator, and Frank Ocean were experimenting and pushing boundaries of their genre.
Well, I think people still experiment and push boundaries today, but it's similar to where things are discovered and now there's not much else to do outside of reformat ideas that already exist. The early 2000s and the late early 2010s, it was easier to get big into music because making beats was different, creating different lyrics and different styles was available. But at some point, you run out of genres of music and styles that you can fall into. Yeat is one of his own kind. I don't really like Yeat's music personally. I think it's just heavy beats. Honestly, Yeat's music, in my mind, is just like a background guy kind of singing in the corner with like a heavy set DJ just playing forefront. Like, that's what Yeat's very like. It'll be like, dum, 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 and he'll be like, yeah. And it's like, you can't even hear him. He's fucking far as shit. Like, it sounds like the beat was created in studio and then the audio recording was like filmed on like a fucking Samsung Galaxy. Like, that's what I feel when I listen to Yeat. But like, anyways, yeah, like Tyler the Creator and all these guys were like, kind of paving their own way to their own genre of music. They still do their own thing and obviously they do well. But when there's, 10 types of rap music and hip hop styles that are available, and then you pave way to 5-10 more, it's harder to expand beyond that. Like, it's like diminishing returns almost, where humans are only able to do so much. You're not like, are there going to be in the next 5, 10, 20 years crazy new music that drops? For sure. Right? And there's even new genres that are getting popular. Like, funk music didn't exist, then. Like, at to the capacity it did now. Like, there was still, like, rave music and other genres. But like Brazilian funk and all these other genres, like, they're new. But that's because of modern technology as well and the adaptation of you being able to create beats quicker. But there's like, outside of that, you have to wait a lot of the time either for somebody crazy to come around or like new technology. Because at some point it's like there's only so much that you're able to talk about creatively and just like musically.
And while these guys are still at the top of their game, the new artists to take their place just don't do it for me. I still remember I was in 8th grade when Igor dropped and I was blown away. It was equal parts soul, pop, and
nice haircut. It looks fucking bad. Stop. Don't mention it. I'm trying to fucking fix it. It just looks bad. I didn't do it today. But still. All right, lock in.
Hip-hop. There was a complete narrative through the entire album. The music videos were beautiful.
What's the difference between funk and funk music? Oh, funk music is more hip-hop. Funk music, PHONK, is like dun 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 dun, like this one. This is Brazilian funk. Or you could, it's kind of like rave music, but it's only on the beat drop the entire time. It's honestly like, what is it, like jabber? What is it called where like, it's like a UK type of, like jump style almost. Like heavy beats, really loud, massive bass. Just like doom, 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 doom the whole time. I love it. I think it's fire, but it's hard to like differentiate yourself. Like I know Play a Funk. He makes a lot of good funk songs, and my outro is one of his songs that he lets me use. Play a Funk, stream Play a Funk on Spotify. Anyways, he makes funk music, and even he is kind of branching out somewhat, like still in the funk genre, but slightly out of it, where it's like people run shit into the ground in that genre, where like if you have a popular Brazilian funk song, they will like reformat it, slow reverb, faster pace, they'll change some beats up and just release like 7 songs that are almost identical until it like dies, and then they'll just transfer to something else, which is honestly like similar to what like all artists do now, where if something's a hit, they'll just kind of like reformat it and just do the same thing over and over again.
Beautiful. It was creativity at its peak. The greatest thing about this era of music was that there was something for everyone. There were plenty of pop radio hits, hip-hop was going through its second prime, new wave R&B was on the rise, and artists were starting to mature and find their own sound. I couldn't be happier with the music Gen Z grew up with, and the same goes for video games. If there's one video game that would define our generation, it's obviously Minecraft.
Yeah, I think Minecraft, what defines Gen Z? Minecraft, I think Roblox defines Gen Alpha more, personally. I think Minecraft, Fortnite, and then like not even COD. I think COD's a millennial thing. Today, COD is played by Gen Zers mainly, but like Call of Duty was big for millennials. Like when you were a squeaker, if you're my age, like not if you're like 15 when you were a squeaker, that was like fucking like 7 years ago. I'm talking when you were like if you were like 8 years old in like 2010, 2011, the guys you were playing with that were calling you the N-word in COD lobbies are 36 with kids now. Right? Like, those are millennials. The millennials were the ones that were screaming at you. Like, COD is a millennial game. That's not a Gen Zer game. Gen Zer games like Minecraft, maybe Roblox, but I feel like Roblox is like mainly Gen Alpha now. Fortnite. What else? What's like a game defining, like, or like a generation defining game? RuneScape? That's way older, dude. RuneScape might be like Gen X. GTA 5. I think GTA 5. But GTA 5 is so big that it doesn't really, like, grasp just Gen Z. It's like everyone. Five Nights at Freddy's. Yeah, that's fair. Horror. Very niche, though.
Minecraft. I really don't know what to say about Minecraft that hasn't already been.
I think anyone that's ever played video games finds Minecraft nostalgic. I think that's the reason that, or any Gen Zer, the reason Minecraft defines Gen Z is because if you talk to somebody and you're like, hey, did you play video games when you were a kid? And then I turn on fucking this, you probably go like 1,000-yard stare shit. Yeah, like you start freaking out. You're like, oh my God, I know this song. Or just like any of them for that matter.
Said, I still fondly remember the days of
oh my God, being uncreative and building houses out of like gold and diamond blocks. Minecraft PE was the shit, man.
Hopping in worlds with my friends and building roller coasters, mansions, and having full.
I used to go on Creative World on my grandpa's computer. This was probably in like 2013. So I was like 11 or 12. Probably 11. I might have been 10. I would go on my grandpa's computer and I would play Minecraft and I would go in creative and I would just place a whole pyramid of TNT. Like I'm talking, I would spend like 20 minutes. I didn't know how to do commands with like the wood axe and shit. So I would just place like thousands of blocks of TNT and then I would record it on like whatever I had at that time. I think it was like an iPad mini, and I would light it on fire and I would record it. And I would be like, and I remember I would watch them back and be like, this is awesome. Or I would create and then when I got older, I would make like complex, this is actually when I got pretty good at Minecraft. I would create like complex fireworks shows out of redstone. I don't remember how to do it anymore, but I remember I used to watch like tutorials and I would go in creative and like actually create, like I would craft like specific fireworks, make it times at night, and then like create like a whole show. I don't have the videos anymore. I wish I did.
Scale battles. It was the perfect escape. Simple yet dense with content. Complete freedom.
What is it called? Oh my God, what's that art called? What is this called? I used to have a world where I did this too. That was on the Xbox though. Me and my friends had a creative world where we would do pixel art. I remember I made Flappy Bird. I did some easy ones. I did some hard ones like skeletons and shit.
With content, complete freedom. The same goes for Minecraft's equally popular but wilder little brother, Roblox. There was really some.
I love the modern day Roblox now. I think Roblox now is so cool because you could dev any game. I think then, like, you remember when Roblox was just a dupe of Minecraft? Like, way back. I used to play it on my school computer because they didn't have Minecraft, but they had Roblox, and it was just a bad Minecraft. Like, you would launch the game. I don't even know if they had servers. I think you would just load in, and it was just like a shitty Minecraft.
Something for everyone.
No, bro, I gotta look that up. I remember I used to, like, build, like, wooden Roblox. Old Roblox off-brand Minecraft. Bro, I gotta look that shit up. How do I, like, what could I search to find that? Old Roblox game. Bro, I'm talking like way old. Like, this is probably when I was like 8. Like, this is probably like 2010, 2009. You were talking about Castle Miner Z. Is that what it is? No, I never played that. I know what that is, though. Bro, I don't know. I remember I played an off-brand Roblox. Or it was Roblox, but it was just bad.
One in Roblox. Sports games, fashion games, tycoon games, mystery games. There was so much content and room for creativity and fun for a young mind. And I think we can all agree that sports games peaked during—
No! You know the fucking console for Gen Z is the Wii. The Gen Z console's the Wii. Undisputed. Just because I saw a Nintendo, I'm like, oh yeah, the Wii. Because no Gen Alpha kid's gonna play on the fucking Wii. Or Xbox 360. I think Wii, PS3, Xbox 360. Those three. Not PS2. PS2's too old. PS2's too old. I think those three.
Our childhood. 2K16 is probably my most played game of all time. It really is the perfect basketball game. And bro, how can we forget those old FIFA soundtracks? I need to know now. Unfortunately, these days, sports games—
Bro, old FIFA Bro, I was saying this, top 50 games all the time, I had FIFA 17.
Games have been watered down to over-monetized, recycled slop held hostage by corporate overlords. But I still remember the days of try-harding on my park and having intense battles with my brother on Madden. We
FIFA Street
even witnessed mobile games like Clash of Clans and Clash Royale.
Bro, unmatched. Early 2010s Clash of Clans. Bro, when my uncle showed me Clash of Clans for the first time, I was fucking losing that. I used to grind the fuck out of that game. Is this it? No, this isn't it. Clash of Clans theme song. What's the theme song for Clash of Clans? Is this it? What the fuck is this? Where's the audio soundtrack for fucking Clash of Clans? The intro. Clash of Clans song. This. You be sitting there, bro, with the little elixir noises. Aha! Aha! Dude, the audio, and it was just so fun. It was just that's why Clash of Clans was in my top 50 games all the time. It's just such a good game.
Over the zeitgeist of our generation.
None of y'all remember Heyday? Yeah, the fuck I do, bitch. I played every goddamn Supercell game that's ever come out. I remember fucking Heyday. Yeah. I remember Heyday. I used to fucking farm wheat. I remember I used to watch TV and farm wheat all day, bitch. I used to be raising my cows, organizing my farm, trading the fucking little boat guy for fucking milk.
And of course,
Boom Beach? Yeah, rep Boom Beach. That shit fell off.
Can forget.
I played Boom Beach too.
Flappy Bird. When it comes to Gen Z, I feel like I have to talk about books, and really one specific book series.
Diary of a Wimpy Kid.
Diary of a Wimpy Kid. I don't think there's ever been or ever will be another book series like Diary of a Wimpy Kid. Much like the cartoons we grew up watching, this book series had a profound
impact. It's a pre-watch. What else would it be? Hunger Games?
Impact on the culture and humor of Gen Z. While most children's books try to teach good values like honesty and hard work, Jeff Kinney throws all of that out of the window. Greg Heffley—
Bro, Brooke always tries to get me to watch the Diary of a Wimpy Kid movies, and I tell her every time, I'm like, these suck now. You're blinded by nostalgia. I don't want to watch a movie where the guy goes, the cheese touch, the cheese touch. It's fucking cringy now. It was funny when you were 10.
He is cynical, self-serving, opportunistic, lies, cheats, and always tries to find a shortcut.
Roderick Rules is still peak. Is that the second one?
Basically, Greg Heffley is the most honest children's book character we've ever seen. I think because Gen Z has always been hyper-aware, we reject overly righteous characters because we know they don't exist in real life. The people around us operate like Greg, and in many ways, so do we. He was a hilariously flawed character that rarely learned his lesson, and we couldn't get enough. Much like—
Dude, Diary of a Wimpy Kid was one of the only books I wanted to read when I was a kid. I remember like laying in bed reading Diary of a Wimpy Kid, being like hype to read it. And I just feel like they need to let you pick more books now. I feel like when you get assigned books, you hate it when you're able to like pick them and it's like, oh, I gotta read Diary of a Wimpy Kid. It was awesome.
The cartoons we grew up watching, Jeff Kinney gave us the respect of not talking down to us. The magic of those first 6 books will forever hold a special place in my heart. And clearly, I'm not the only one, with Diary of the Wimpy Kid still being relevant in meme culture till this day. There's an entire subculture of Diary of the Wimpy Kid fanfictions that range from
Diary of an Empty Man, Diary of a Wimpy Kid Death Note. I've never once considered finding that notebook and gaining the power of that notebook and gaining this power of misfortune. In fact, it's made me happier than I've ever been.
Extremely hilarious to downright depressing. And from time to time, I still read through this book series because it has a distinct comfort and charm that I can't—
I am calling Cap. I am calling Cap. Who is this? Rowdy? You are not rereading the Diary of a Wimpy Kid books.
Find anywhere else. If we're gonna talk about Gen Z media, then it's only right that we talk about Gen Z social media. While short-form apps like Vine and TikTok have been huge during our childhood, culturally, nothing really comes close to YouTube. I'm genuinely—
Yeah, YouTube for sure.
Glad.
And creator-wise, Markiplier. Markiplier and Minecraft YouTubers. Markiplier is like a part of the childhood, dude. Vomit alert. Oh, I
got to witness the old days of YouTube. The days of—
Yeah. LA Beast. LA Beast here. Today I'm gonna be chugging a gallon of rotten milk. Ugh, and he just fucking vomits into his like his washing machine. That was the best.
The FNAF
Vanoss Gaming.
Let's Plays, OG FaZe, back when H3H3 was making hilarious commentary videos.
What FaZe members did you guys watch? I feel like that's like a Pokemon trading card game. I used to watch Rain, Jev, Adapt, and maybe Tico, like a little bit, but those 3. Jev, Adapt, Rain. Those were the guys I watched, and that was it. Rice Gum? Was Rice Gum ever in FaZe?
Casey Neistat's daily vlog, the rise of animation channels. There was so much diverse content. But of all the great channels we grew up with, for me, one of them stands above the rest as the greatest YouTuber of all time.
Oh my god, when they did Parkours, I can't say his name. Higa. Ryan Higa. Not gonna say his username though.
A man who defined the humor for a generation of children.
Yo, what's up? My name is Ardizzle for Shizzle my nizzle off the hizzle.
Ryan Higa. It's really hard for me to put into words how much Ryan Higa's videos mean to me. He was literally the first YouTuber I ever watched. For the longest time, I thought
Dude, and his shit was so... I remember loving the Parkours videos. And it was him in his 20s with a bunch of his friends just going, all right, so I'm gonna do a backflip off this monkey bar, and then I'm gonna fucking triple jump off these bouncy balls onto this suitcase, and then I'm gonna swing around and do the landing. And they would just play horse with parkour. And it was fun. It was fun to watch, but it was like low effort content.
YouTube was just a place for music videos until one day my friend showed me Rustin Heber. It was an eye-opening moment. He was edgy, but also genuinely funny and made clever social commentary. I still distinctly remember the days in middle school of watching Dear Ryans on the bus ride home. He was truly one of the first personal brands on YouTube, and I think we all need to thank him for paving the way. So Ryan, I think there's only one thing left to say. And follow me on Instagram. I'm posting
That was a good fucking video, dude. I love that. 2013, 2019, probably the best year I've ever experienced as a kid. I feel like 2019 is a bit late. I feel like 2013 to like 2018, 2017, 2019, like that, I mean, that was a long time ago. But 2019 was more modern day. 2019 is still respectable. Yeah, like pre-COVID era. Ninjago, Lego Ninjago. My Little Pony. We all lived the same childhood. I didn't realize 1738 was a Fetty Wap song until you mentioned it. Some of my classmates kept repeating that line over and over. Life might never be the same again. Bro, I hate when people are like bumming about that shit. Be happy you fucking lived in that era and make fucking new memories now. People that long for the past so much, it's just like, dude, you're never gonna fucking live. Dude, it was just so good in that era. Yeah, respect it. Be like, oh, that was awesome. Now let me have more fun. Because look, yeah, that shit was nostalgic. Right now is gonna be nostalgic 10 years from now. Like, it's the same shit. That's just how nostalgia works. Like, if you, right now, regardless of how old you are, you could be 15, you could be 25, you could be 30. 10 years from now, you're going to be like, oh, God, remember 2025? Remember 2025? Oh, those were the days. That's what people say. So it's just the same shit. Until you're like 50 years old, everything becomes nostalgic. At some point. Yeah, remember Joe Hart? No. Damn, Uncle, you're 30? No, I'm 23. Next. Online censorship situation is pathetic. Lock in.
Online censorship is getting out of control. Never have I been more embarrassed at the free world as
What is happening in the UK? I don't actually know. My chat has come in and said that like corn is not illegal, but you have to like submit a face photo that is like with a database to be able to use it. So like it not only like removes your potentiality to like freely search the internet, but also your privacy in that. Yeah, you have like a face ID. No more gooning. Chat, I don't think it's that straightforward. I think it ID checks you to make sure that you're old enough to watch that. Or is corn literally just outlawed in the UK?
I watch their politicians take away our liberty with the most crooked smile on their face. Also, it's rich hearing them say, do it for the kids. The government is the last group of people I want to hear that from. Lately, they'll do anything but protect the kids. So if you don't know, the Online Safety Act, which requires your ID to just browse the internet, has been passed in the United Kingdom. And what's scary is that it's coming for the United States next. Remember, this country...
Damn, you think this will happen here? You think that it's not just for like corn, it's any adult-based viewing on any website on the internet. Yeah, Reddit would be banned. I'm assuming Twitter probably, you wouldn't be able to use Twitter because Twitter just has so many things that are, you know, like 18 plus or just illegal shit. Like you'll just see like people fucking making drugs on Twitter.
Country is founded on liberty. We are proud of its freedom, yet here we are with our lawmakers also thinking of enacting these dystopian laws in the form of the Kids Online Safety Act. Don't let lawmakers fool you. It's not just protecting kids from adult content, as the United Kingdom already makes people go through the system just to access Spotify, Discord, YouTube, and
I don't want to say that this will make them want to do it more. But telling somebody they can't do something is probably going to have worse effects. No? Like if you tell like a young teenage guy, hey, you're not allowed to watch this. What is the next thing he's going to fucking do? He's going to go watch it. He's going to go, shut the fuck up. I'm going to go watch this. Now, and then he's going to go download a VPN and figure out a way to fucking weave through it.
Even Wikipedia. And I know that there will always be that government bootlicker who's gonna have a brain dead take of, if you've never done anything wrong, then what are all you guys scared of? Just give them your ID. That's not how this is gonna work, buddy. The United Kingdom especially has already shown that they will use this system to arrest someone over political things that they don't agree with. That is the real...
Spreading fake news? I think if you spread fake news, you should get... Oh, threats, though? Okay, if you send threats, that's different. But if you spread fake news on an app, I don't think you should be arrested for that. I think maybe you should get your account banned. I'll agree with that. Like, if say next election, you have an alt account that's just spewing just false shit. Like, I mean, that could be defamation, which would be the individual that you're talking about suing you. But if you're just spreading fake news about, like, government proceedings, maybe they ban you. But that would be it.
Agree with. That is the real reason they want our ID for a police state. It's not a matter of not doing anything wrong. It's a matter of still doing everything right, but now being told you're wrong since...
Bro, like, okay, I don't want to say I'm having this, like, overwhelming feeling. I just want to buy gold, bro. I feel like now's the time to get into gold, you know? I think shit's gonna hit the fucking fan soon. Like, I think the world is going to collapse economically within the next 10 years. And I feel like if you hodl gold, that's like a crazy play, right? Like pre fucking 1920 or 1930s economic crash, 2008 financial crisis. Like, I'm just going to go buy gold and just ride that wave. Bro, like half of the US stock market is run by like 8 companies, which are big companies, but like all of what we invest into, all of what 401k is in, all of everything, like everything's just invested into these like few handful of companies that run our country. And then also just our national debt's out in the shit. So the dollar, I'm pretty sure the dollar's already 10% less valuable than it was like 4 or 5 years ago or however long. And like inflation's going to skyrocket. So money's just going to be less valuable. College football is starting back up. Fall sports are almost here, and now there is no better time to get in on the action than with the partner of today's video, DraftKings Pick 6. For new DraftKings Pick 6 customers, if you download the app and place $5 on your first pick set, you get $50 in bonus picks instantly. DraftKings Pick 6 is fairly simple. All you got to do is go into a given sport that you want to place your picks on, and you have to place 2 or more picks in a given set. And all you got to do is place more or less on the given statistic shown in front of you. And it's not just with pro and college football. You could do it for the PGA Tour. You could do it for the UFC, NASCAR, WNBA, whatever you want to place your picks on, you're able to. So if you're a new customer, download DraftKings Pick 6 and use promo code Joby when you sign up. Place $5 on your first pick set and get $50 in bonus picks. Thank you to DraftKings for sponsoring this video. Let's get back into it.
It's a Trojan horse disguised as an anti-adult content movement that's aimed at protecting the kids. But in actuality, the government wants to monitor you and establish a social credit score. I feel anyone saying these laws aren't a big deal.
Do y'all think you would have a good social credit score? What is your social credit score based off of? Like, if you talk shit on the government, I'd have a terrible social credit score. My shit would be a 0.
I've never realized how much they take for granted the freedom they have in their country, or have never had family who struggled with freedom because they come from countries where governments are significantly more.
What does that mean? There's a few governments like communist countries that have had social credit scores where they monitor their citizens, and depending on how loyal and, you know, good you are to the government, they kind of give you things in return or are more spyful and watching of you. Like, not in all. China's very weird as a country because depending on the city and area that you're in, there's more or less government intervention. But in certain areas, depending on how good, or like especially like North Korea, this is a better example, not China. China's getting more and more modernized in the world. North Korea has, we've watched videos about this. If you were like against the regime in North Korea, when like your family was, like your great-great-great-grandfather, when North Korea was established, you and your family are now like the bottom of a social class. It's kind of like a caste system, but you have to work your way out of it by gaining social score.
Everything they do, and can literally imprison them or even imprison their family and send their family to prison camps over something they say online. This is all the more sad because I'm watching these Facebook moms and uneducated Karens and beta bootlickers who are so easily baited by the, yeah.
Bro, not even that. I think old people, the biggest thing, bro, I think you could cave old people to fake news so fast. Like, it is... Anybody over the age of 60, I think I could just make a Facebook account and just spew just false shit. Like, especially like 4 years ago during the Biden era, I think it would be so easy to get like just old heads to believe that like Biden was confirmed to be a doppelganger and just make it look like a real article with like some shit that they could skim read that like sources people that they know. And then they just be like, oh my God.
Let's let this law go through. Woo! And the government's just sitting in the corner, rubbing their hands.
Bro, the biggest thing, and it's not even just young people, bro. There's a lot of people that think I'm dead. Like, actually still think I'm dead. And they'll like unironically be like, oh, I thought you were dead for the last 2 years. Like,
together because they're super happy that they get to monitor everyone now. First off, I've always wanted to dunk on helicopter parents and their garbage parenting style, so now's a good time to finally do so. They seem to have this unhealthy obsession of monitoring and controlling their kids as much as possible and want to censor them from the world so that they'll never lose their innocence. Think of like Ned Flanders from like The Simpsons.
I never understand that, where parents try to shelter their kids from things they did when they were a kid. Very confusing. I understand there being like a level of guideline for your child and, you know, trying to mitigate a lot of the bad things they could be introduced to at a younger age. But if you fully try to block your kid, sheltered kids always become the worst people. If you try and power mom your parent, your fucking kid, right? And you fucking just control every aspect of their life, the second they have a smidgen of freedom, they're going to go do cocaine, right? They're going to fucking get hammered, blackout drunk, get a DUI, right? They're going to be the people that just go buck wild because they've never had a taste of it, right? So you're like launching them into the real world versus like slowly being like, hey, wait until you're this old to do this. Wait until this. And then letting them slowly like kind of take flight versus like actually just letting like not letting your kid do anything.
Here's the reality though. The government shouldn't be responsible for stepping in to make up for the shortcomings of these bad parents. I'm so sick and tired of these parents who think it's the internet's responsibility to raise their kids and protect their kids' innocence. Since when has being a good parent become so underrated? Can we get parents who actually raise their kids again instead of expecting online influencers and websites and especially the government to try? That is ridiculous. Also, your kid has to learn about the world someday. Protecting their innocence will never last forever because by definition, your kid is not going to be a kid forever. That's literally how time works. Therefore, if you don't teach them about the cruelty of society, then society itself will teach them instead. And society is not nearly as patient or kind at teaching that subject. I've had plenty of peers growing up who were really sheltered, hyper-Christian, and super spoiled, and now some of them are way worse adults because they got addicted to substances or became
Bro, that's what I'm saying. Because they never get a natural integration to it. It's just like they're held in like a purgatory state, like on parole for the first 22 years of their life. And then finally, once they're out of their parents' house, out of college, doing their own thing, they just fucking lose it.
Horrible alcoholic. They got multiple DUIs, can't get jobs, can't drive anymore. If you ever seen like those IRL streamers or break channels who try rage baiting people in public, then get shot or surprised that they get their ass beat, that's further proof that if parents don't humble their kids, then society will break them as adults. The rest of society doesn't have the patience to teach a 25-something what they should have learned at 14 in a high school hallway, which is why parents shouldn't be trying to shoulder the burden onto society to deal with their kids' corn addiction or constant swiping of mom's credit card or constantly throwing bits at their local e-girls on Twitch or heck even just wailing on gacha games because their parasocial
Yeah, there's a lot of problems. Bro, the one thing that I'll say about video games is I think the monetization of this shit has gotten so bad. I love Supercell, okay? So let me preface it by saying that. I love Clash of Clans. I worked with them for their Team C's Team Trees charity event. They're a great company. They make great games. I load up Clash Royale. Bro, there's probably 150 different things that I could spend $20 on right now in that game. Like $20 individually. Like it is, and then gacha games in general, it's just money. Churning money. You're buying a $12 season pass on a mobile game. And I do it, right? Like, and I'm not going to sit here and, like, shit on it because I do it, right? Not for Clash Royale, Clash of Clans. Like, I spend money on that game because it's fun and it makes the game more entertaining. But it's like, gaming in general has just gotten so, like, lucrative because I feel like the average consumer spends more money than ever.
It's corn addiction or constant swiping of mom's credit card or constantly throwing bits at their local e-girls on Twitch or heck, even just wailing.
That's me, chat.
Playing on gacha games because they're parasocially attached to a PNG. A responsibility of a parent is to raise and take care of their kid. That is not the internet's responsibility, and especially not the government's. However, since the government is exploiting these helicopter Karens' insecurity of not being able to raise their own kid, the government's now taking this opportunity to collectively ruin all of our lives now by preying on the weakness of those Karens. These are the same adults who struggle to close apps on their smartphones because of how technologically illiterate they are. They have no internet literacy. They're extremely inadequate. These are the worst group of people to let vote for the system, yet they're the very first group of people to vote for this system because of how horrendous.
Well, dude, and people that are in office now, they don't even, bro, they don't care because they're so old and they just care about getting reelected, and the fucking insider trading in, like, old people in office now is higher than it's fucking feels like it's ever been, dude. Like, you could literally look at announcements the government's made and then look at stock trading options, and the amount of calls that government officials have made on stocks that are either going to go up or fucking crash is crazy. Like, they know that it's going to happen, and they just fucking go, I'm going to bet on this because I know I'm going to make $1 million on this trade.
They understand the internet and technology in general and how poor their parenting behavior is. It's ironic considering some of them talk all the time about freedom and value themselves as patriots, which is why I want them to listen closely and know that the government is going to abuse this new system for bad.
And it's so weird too because they were a generation that, like, 6% of them averagely did acid by the age of, like, 16. Old unks, right? Not unks, old people, bro. Like, your grandparents, bro, probably were fucking doing crazy shit. Maybe it was like the two polar opposites, and there were different groups of people where it was like some people were doing nothing, a lot were doing everything. But, like, bro, motherfuckers were doing so much back then where they were getting high, getting fucked up, skipping class, doing whatever. They were like delinquents, man. Like, similarly to now, but now it's like they shame that. And I'm not saying that it shouldn't be restricted, but, like, to just try and outlaw every possible thing that, like, our youth could view is going to make the problem so much worse. This is the best way. What did North Korean soldiers do the second they got out of North Korea? Got addicted to TikTok and porn. Let me answer the question before you even have the second to guess. Got addicted to porn immediately. Immediately. The first thing they did, right? So if you're going to fucking outlaw that entirely for, like, everybody, you're going to try and remove it. That's the more and more they're going to want to do it.
Bad faith takedowns. There's no distinct differentiation regarding satire, journalism,
and
or
I'm not saying there shouldn't be more restrictions because you shouldn't. I don't think, like, 10-year-olds should have unfucking, restricted internet access. That's terrible, bro. I remember I think early 2000s kids were the first generation that literally could do. I was looking up boobs on fucking Google when I was like 10, bro. Like, that's bad. Like, but, like, to go from that to nothing forever is like, no, bro, they're going to try and find a way to get around that.
Criticism in a lot of these censorship laws. The United Kingdom specifically even says that it will purposely take things if it thinks it's, like, too politically extreme. But what does that mean, right? At what point are you just using it to silence the other side? In other words, these laws can easily and quickly be abused by the very government that is meant to protect us. Instead, they can use it to silence us. So to the
bro, somebody said 2 girls, 1 cup at the age of 9. Bro, I remember my friend showed me One Man, One Jar, probably 4th grade, bro. I was shell-shocked, dude. I was like one of those guys from that meme image of the war where he's like, I was not the same person after that day.
older folk watching this video, I want you to realize that this law, it is the death of First Amendment. It is a complete death of
What's that? Don't look it up. I'm actually serious. It's a man that sits on a jar and it breaks in his ass.
free speech.
Hard enemy radar spike. Warning missile. Warning inbound missile.
The United Kingdom has already shown that it loves to arrest people for stuff they say online. Look, we've all been edgy, angsty, or rebellious teenagers before, and some of you watching might still be in that phase or have yet to enter that phase, but trust me, you'll get there and it's okay because people change over time. Like, think of how senior year high school you thinks freshman year version of yourself is cringe. Now fast forward 4 more years, senior college you is gonna think high school senior you was cringe. And so
yeah, it's the same fucking thing. Your whole life you're gonna look, bro. I remember senior year me being like, wow, I was a loser freshman year. I think senior in college me thought senior in high school me was more of a loser than senior year in high school thought of freshman year in high school me. Like, it's not even comparable. Like, I was a fucking pussy when I was 18, 19, bro. Like, I was a loser, right? And that's like the era where like guys think they're really cool, right? Like, that's where you're like, yeah, I'm the shit, man.
Go on. People shouldn't be at risk of being arrested for being an angsty youth who said something really stupid online. It is the worst use of tax dollars and prison infrastructure to lock these teens and college-age students over online speech, because that's...
No, I don't think you should like lock them for that. It's just like, I think a big thing, bro, people say stupid shit when they're kids. The problem is now the stupid shit that kids say is broadcasted on the internet. Right? Like when you're 10, you're 12, you're 14, you're going to say fucking weird shit, right? But now you're on the internet and you're tweeting that, right? And now that's just there.
What this is going to end up being used for.
Digital footprint, but like on an extreme level.
In the near future when it passes. They were accused of false communications, fake news, and so on. And again, ignoring the fact that some of these people will just genuinely always fall for conspiracies and fake news, let's remember that it's not worth sending them to jail over. That you could also be jailing the wrong person, because there's absolutely a chance that you, me, or several other people who are just going to partake in satire. Like, there are a lot of people who understand the ridiculous nature of some fake news and are fully self-aware that it's completely fake, but just want to pretend to fall for it and start crap posting about it on all corners of the internet. It's just satire, right? So imagine making like jokes, memes, or satires about something that's obviously so fake news coded just to make your friends laugh in a group chat or Discord server, but the government comes knocking on your door a few days later and boom, bust out the chat logs, now you're in the handcuffs. The fact that these laws...
Is it that serious though, where if you sent something in a group chat and joked about it, the UK would arrest you? I think that's different than like actively posting like defamatory or like fake news versus, you know, just being like, this meme's funny.
Laws aren't even fully passed, but arrests have already happened, just goes to show how authoritarian and disgusting the real intentions behind these laws are. The government is just waiting for a full-blown green light to just screw everything.
Somebody threatened my school, got 50 years in jail. That's different. I don't think you, maybe not 50 years, but if death threats is a hell of a lot different than fake news, right? If you're like posting death threats on social media, yeah, that's a crime, right? That's like a legal offense.
This is going to literally affect everyone in a negative manner. It does not matter where you fall politically, or even if you have no political values at all, this is gonna affect your life. Speaking of the kids, how about the Jeffrey situation, huh? Yeah, now
Who's Jeffrey?
Government decides it cares about kids all of a sudden. Yeah, all of a sudden at the end of the July, you guys care about kids when throughout the entirety of that month, you know, where were you a few weeks ago regarding those papers, huh? Why?
Oh my God, Jeffrey Epstein. Why didn't he say Epstein? Who the fuck calls him Jeffrey?
Online Safety Act so important now, huh? This is just me proving a point that the government is going to say whatever they want to get what they want when they want it from us. They do not care about kids. They've clearly shown they don't care about protecting the kids. All they've ever done lately...
Well, I think it's all... the government and the people within the government kind of work for the party rather than the people. And that's gotten worse and worse. And so now they just kind of like basically write whatever they're putting into law in like a moral way where it's like, hey, we're trying to do this. And then everything else that they don't care about, it's just like ignored. So they, you know, kind of, what is it called when you, they contradict themselves a lot.
as take, never giving a damn thing back. Genuinely breaks my heart knowing that Americans used to laugh at people in China over the social credit score meme, and that wasn't even that many years ago. Yet here we are, about to pitfall into the same exact system they once ridiculed. Like, is that not like the death of liberty? Is that not the death of freedom? What's the big deal, eh? You know, here's the part of the video where I'm gonna debunk the most common counter-argument from bootlickers and undercover government agents. Here's a lukewarm take that I keep hearing repeated in the past few weeks. Why is everyone so okay with giving an ID to drink alcohol, but all of a sudden it's not okay with this? It's just an ID, guys. Just
Well, it's tracking you versus proving your age so you could buy a product.
an ID. Okay. Alcohol is a physical, consumable item that can lead to horrible decisions like drunk driving and can actually negatively affect other people's lives. Want to know how many people die if someone makes edgy remarks on the internet? Basically none. So let's not pretend these are the same caliber, not even remotely close. Also, what about the ID system for Spotify? What is their excuse for that? There's no universe where you can compare listening to music on
ID system for Spotify
as the same as going out to a nightclub with adults grinding on each other with
Do you have to submit your ID for Spotify? I feel like that just becomes more like personality tracking, and that shit freaks me out. Where like everything has cookies and wants to gain information on you as a person. What you like, what you don't like, right? And there's like a profile that's like attached to your persona of like how they can market things best to you.
alcohol everywhere. Obviously, you need to present ID for that. I'm sick and tired of hearing that this isn't a big deal, and then they greenlight the government to speedrun this law through legislators, and once the law does pass, it's going to be super hard to overturn once it's enacted. But in the meantime, it's going to ruin all of our lives as we quickly regret.
What are cookies? When you enable cookies, it allows them to like track and sell your info as well as like use other websites info. Like, that's why whenever you download an app, the iPhone now has to ask you if you allow them to track or not. I always hit don't. If I hit on a website and it asks me for cookies, I'll go the extra steps to go no. I'd rather have bad advertising on, like, websites. On YouTube, it's different. I'll let YouTube gather all the fucking info they want. I want some good ads on YouTube. I fuck with good ads. That's different. But, like, certain companies, it really is like certain companies. I'm like, yeah, I trust you. Yeah, I'll let you see what restaurants I like. Maybe give me an ad for a deal they have at Chipotle, and then I'll maybe go.
They aren't going to stop at our ID either, by the way. This isn't just our ID. Several lawmakers are also pushing for biometric data like face and fingerprints over the internet. Like I said, this isn't out.
Bro, I missed the fingerprint unlock on iPhones. I'll say it here. I'm not really a big fan of Face ID. I kind of miss the fingerprint. That was awesome. I don't know. It was you know, because when you fuck up the fingerprint, you would tap it and you're like, it's not working. Not working. Type in the password. Face ID, you're like, and it just hits you with the, and I'm like, I'm gonna fucking lose my shit. I'm gonna start freaking the fuck out.
Alcohol, this isn't firearms, this is the internet. Like, they're gonna track our face when browsing the internet to see if we can use certain websites. That is a huge privacy violation, and I guarantee this part was included because big corporations love doing this. Like, they love stealing our data and giving us targeted ads based on our browsing behavior. So the last thing I want those jerks to have is our face and fingerprints too. Also, data leaks happen all the time. I don't trust them with that data. It's 100%.
Oh, I thought it was going to be an ad pivot.
100% gonna get hacked. Also, how am I gonna use my
70 alternative accounts
just to take advantage of the first time buyer deal if my singular face will be now tied to all those accounts now? And wow, all of a sudden I'm seeing why greedy.
I know a guy. Okay. When streamers do ads for companies and those companies have products, sometimes those products will give a influencer a paid cut per product that is sold under their code. Now, a streamer I know that'll remain unnamed and a company that will remain unnamed got sponsored on stream by a company to promote a potential food product, and he made like 30 or 40 accounts to order this product under different emails when he started streaming, so years ago, and got paid like $80 or whatever for the fucking fee, but the product only cost $60, and then he would refund it and close the account. Or some shit. And then they stopped, and then they like banned his account from being sponsored, and he made like fucking $4,000 on it or something.
And yes, I shamelessly do use alternative accounts to reuse that 10 to 15% first time buyer deal when shopping. I mean, have you seen this economy lately?
Was it you? No. I did when I did TikTok, I used to do ads like back before this is probably when I would get like, I wasn't getting any money. I wasn't making money on YouTube or Twitch, probably before I even did it. I would do an ad and they wouldn't give me a base pay, but it would be pay per download. And there was these apps when like TikTok was originally to get, I kind of feel bad for doing this, but I think I've said it before. Well, you remember when TikTok was originally going to get banned? Like when Trump was president in 2020, this was like way back, right? Like 2019. And people were freaking out about it. There was a bunch of like dupes for TikTok, and they were paying like crazy premiums it was a free app. They just wanted you to download it because they wanted to work off of the like hype of TikTok ban to like get people to move platforms. And so I was like, yo, follow me on Bigo Live. I'm going to be on Bigo Live. And it'd be like, bro, I only got like 100 downloads, but I probably made like $400. And I was like, bro, these people are trying to follow me. I had no followers at the time that like would actually listen to me. I was like, yeah, Bigo Live's the move, bro. We gotta fucking get on the hype train. It's the new TikTok. So I'm telling you, they're doing that shit still. Not in Bigo necessarily, but I'm saying like when TikTok was going to get banned this past time, if you ever saw an ad for another fucking platform, I'm telling you, all those influencers were making money on it.
Sadder is, imagine you gave your ID, face, fingerprint, but you still get rejected from browsing certain websites because an AI has decided you are not of age to access it. RIP to every single adult with baby faces. I guess y'all's ID won't even matter since the companies using AI apparently know you better than you do yourself. And dang, I just realized all of us Asians are gonna get cooked here. That's why Twitter loses it whenever they see a mid-20-something Asian lady and start claiming that it's not right to be attracted to her because that's not an adult, even though she's very clearly adult. Like, I'm sorry that we don't get our first wrinkle until we become 40, all right? So I guess we're all 15 years old according to the entire internet and according to these AI biometric scanners. So guys, I might not be able to log back into this YouTube account if this does pass as a law because I might have to wait 12 years until I get my first wrinkle. Sorry that I'm Asian apparently, and I don't look old.
They've just announced they're rolling out AI in the US to detect if users are actually under 18, ignoring whatever the account's stated age is, and will...
Yeah, how do you think that AI gets trained? Like, probably based off what you watch, right? Like, if you say your account's born in 1995, but you watch Sunday and fucking Courage JD, they're going, yeah, you're fucking 10 years old, bruh. You're fucking 30 and you watch Courage JD.
Apply restrictions to users it suspects are teens.
Yes, YouTube and a few other websites have discussed using AI to monitor someone's browsing behavior to then...
I watched Joe Bart and Goblin 420. I'm gonna fucking gut shoot that you're a 17-year-old stoner. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be offensive either. You watch me and Goblin 420. Goblin just be like, yeah, I took 6,000 milligrams of RSO and I thought I perma-fried. So the fuck is Goblin? He'll do like tier lists on drugs. That's to put it in perspective. He watches me and Goblin, who talks about like smoking crack out of a fucking tin foil or something like that.
Just in case a kid steals their parents' ID. Oh no Roblox or Pokemon for them. Ha, boom. This system knows that it's still a kid watching it. This of course is so stupid because it completely ignores the fact that several grown...
What do they think like a YouTube account that's over 18 watches? Good Mythical Morning. Fucking Mark Rober, Vsauce. I don't know. Like, what's like a YouTube account? Body cam videos? I don't know. I feel like that's an up in the air.
Adults do look up content like Roblox, Minecraft, Pokemon cards, and they also spend thousands of dollars on Legos, all of which are items that correlate with kids. Imagine being—
Dude, Pokemon unboxings. The like top 5 background noise. Just some guy, not even a face cam, just his hands. And they always got like perfectly cut fingernails because you know they hyperfixate on that because their fingernails are in frame the whole time. And so they're like going to— I always think about that when I see Pokemon unboxings. They always have perfect nails. Never any like dust because you know somebody would be like, oh, you're gross. And they just fucking just rip like 2 hours of unboxings. Yeah, Crispy will do it.
Blocked from the internet just because you have a hobby that the internet deems too childlike. And before—
That's weird. Why are you looking at that? Brother, if this is the frame, right? And they're going, all right, so this is what we have, right? At some point, you're going to look at my nails.
someone laughs or ridicules those adults for owning Legos or playing Pokemon, this can easily snowball and affect everyone. Imagine if the internet also decides, well, only kids usually like race cars and dinosaurs and monster trucks and skateboards. Therefore, based on that kind of watch history, they should also be considered minors. And boom, now you can't even watch car videos because you're getting age.
I really feel like the way YouTube rolls that out, though, it's gonna get most of it wrong. It's really only gonna flag like obvious kid accounts.
Restricted because it thinks you're a kid.
Over the next few weeks, we'll begin to roll out machine learning.
I'm sorry, bro. If you're watching like a clearly child YouTuber like Quebble, if you're watching Quebble Cop and you're like 26 and your account gets flagged for being underage, brother, like I'm understanding that though. You know, like that's, you know, you're just watching you're watching children content. You're watching Jelly, right? Like not dissing the YouTubers, but they market themselves for kid content.
To a small set of users in the US to estimate their age so that teens are treated as teens. And
like, why should a system determine that certain activities or genres are indicators of someone's age? Like, the entire gaming community is going to disappear off YouTube, basically. People who do theme park content are going to get Thanos snapped as well. Like, this is just horrendously stupid. But yeah, to all the UK and Australian viewers, I appreciate y'all having to go through the trenches and getting bombarded by 10 government drones while you were trying to boot up your VPN to even watch this video. I'm honored to have you guys risking your life to be watching, and I hope that you all can hang in there, and I pray that the United States does not follow suit in the same footsteps. I do not want a single person in the US to ever brag about freedom against China ever again if we actually end up passing this law, because if we just straight up turn into the same country except without the cool cyberpunk cities and functional train infrastructure, bro,
we don't have train systems, but we still have a social credit system. Anyways, vote on the poll, chat. Why you'd be useless as a time traveler?
You would be completely useless if you were suddenly dropped into the past. We all like to imagine that with our modern education and knowledge of history, we'd be like Ash from Army of Darkness, immediately revolutionizing society, inventing electricity 200 years early, and being hit.
Well, it depends how far back you go. The further back you go, the worse it gets. If you teleported back to like dinosaur level eras, yeah, maybe you'd be able to like live there for a bit, but like you'd probably get some sort of disease, a bug would bite you and you would die. Even if you went back, what do you mean? If you went back to like old English times, like the 1600s, it would actually be fairly hard to communicate with the people, even if you spoke English, because their English is a bit different rhetoric-wise. And then also at some point so different where you wouldn't be able to communicate. They would probably think you're some sort of witch or demon and like hang you. Even if you had a gun or a weapon, like if you teleported back in time, you'd immediately be met with hostility.
As a genius. But the truth is, most of us would be utterly embarrassingly useless. Despite having smartphones in our pockets with access to all human knowledge, most of us
Well, smartphones would also be useless if you went back in time because there wouldn't be satellites. You wouldn't have Wi-Fi. You'd only be able to do offline app stuff. Bring an iPhone, they would think it's alien or witchcraft. It depends what time you go back to, if they're going to be able to hear you out or not.
can't actually do much without modern infrastructure. We know things exist, but we don't know how to make them or even how they fundamentally work. So the first reason you'd be useless in the past is the enormous gap between knowing something exists and knowing how to create it. Sure, you know smartphones exist.
Well, you wouldn't be... What would be like something you could genuinely bring back in society that you understand that would help advance society quicker? A camera? No. The printing press. If you had... I would shout out to Johannes Gutenberg. I would fucking invent the printing press before the printing press. You don't know how to invent or work electricity, chat. I would bring the printing press. The printing press was in the 1300s. I would bring it back even further. Because the quicker everybody learns how to fucking read, the faster everybody advances as a society. I think that's like a telltale correlation. Once everybody's able to read and share knowledge is the faster the wheel. What are you gonna? You're gonna bring the wheel to Egypt because they didn't have it.
You might even know they contain transistors, microchips, and lithium batteries. But could you actually build one from scratch? Do you know how to extract lithium from the earth? Could you create a microchip without modern manufacturing facilities? Of course not. I mean, what did Carl Sagan say about baking an apple pie from scratch? You gotta start with creating the universe. Most of our knowledge depends on vast infrastructure that took centuries to develop.
Yeah, my favorite thing is when people, the too much stuff conspiracy. Where's it all fucking made, chat? You ever think about that? Where the fuck are my YouTube plaques made? Pickle Rick, the G Fuel fridge, the Funko Pops, the lava lamp, this shirt, my fucking... My headset, the mic, the fucking stand, the rivets. There's a factory for fucking everything. China? Yeah, but what is China making everything ever made? Like, it boils down to, like, the smallest things. Like, there's a factory. How is there an infinite number of factories for everything that needs to be made? Like, bottles, pills, like, fucking camera caps, whatever it is, keycaps, mice, fucking trash cans.
We understand things at a consumer level, but not a creator level. This means that while you could tell people about...
Are you joking? No, I know that it's possible. I'm saying it's unfathomable how much goes into small everyday shit that you do. Like, I love learning about how produce gets from, Chile to the grocery store in New Jersey, or how fucking grapes get from Italy here, or however... How they process, keep, safe and not spoil certain fruits and have them work year round. Like, apples are only grown in a small fraction of a year, and you're able to buy apples all year round, right? Like, everything in your life that seems simple is highly complicated with a huge chain of production lines and technologies and infrastructures that keep it working.
Amazing technologies from the future, you couldn't actually help them build any of it. Okay, and then even if we handwave the language issue, let's say you speak the language of whatever time period.
I would revolutionize the seedless watermelon. I would teach them that they can combine a 2-chromosome and a 4-chromosome watermelon to a 3-chromosome watermelon to have seedless watermelons. That's a thing? Yeah. Seedless watermelons are 3-chromosome watermelons. Because they still work. It's like a genetic mutation. Or like seedless oranges or mandarins, which is like 50% of the citrus-based fruit that Americans consume, is off of like one branch that has been just, grown and grown over generations from like priests in Greece or Italy or some shit.
You land in what geographic region. But you'd still be faced with enormous cultural barriers. Modern speech is filled with references, idioms, and concepts that simply wouldn't exist yet. Imagine trying to explain something.
What would be... Oh, you know what I would do? If you wanted to help society, you would prove that diseases get transferred through bacteria rather than smell. You would have to go back to a time and go back to like the printing press time and convince everybody that like disease is spread not through the smells, but through like actual physical touch, cough, air, and stuff like that.
Something being like a broken record to someone who's never seen a record player, or saying something went viral to someone who doesn't understand germ theory. Our entire way of thinking is shaped by modern concepts. We think in terms of electricity, digital information, and global communication, frameworks that wouldn't exist in pre-industrial societies. You'd constantly be reaching for metaphors and explanations.
Bro, no, the best thing you could do is fast track human evolution, go back in time, teach them like rudimentarily how to like create fire and cook food. If you really wanted to advance society, you would go further back to like Homo sapiens that were technologically capable of like being in the Stone Age, but not knowledgeably advanced enough, and teach them how to use fire.
That make zero sense to your audience. And that's before we even get to...
I would teach them math. Math is inherent. I think math is more inherent in your human nature than most things. That's why math is base 10, because you have 10 fingers. People know how to count. That's like an easy thing. Like, you wouldn't have to teach people how to count. Like, that's just like a human brain thing. Like, if you never taught anybody anything and you put 2 rocks in front of them, they wouldn't know the number 2. But they could be like, 1 rock, 2 rock.
Social norms. The way we interact with others today would be considered anywhere from bizarre to criminally offensive in most historical periods. Your casual attitude towards authority figures alone might get you imprisoned or worse. Imagine saying R.I.P. Bozo to a fallen monarch in the past. I don't know what would happen to you. The truth is, you wouldn't come off across as a sophisticated time traveler from the future. You'd probably seem like some babbling madman with no practical skills and just bizarre ideas. You know, another thing is that modern humans are remarkably fragile compared to our ancestors. We've been protected by...
All right, then I would fucking go back in time. I would speak my gibberish language, but I would be a salesman that sells elixirs that make you feel better, and I would just give people ibuprofen. They would eventually I would gain their trust, regardless of the fact that I don't speak their language, and then I would rule their society as a wizard man.
Modern medicine, sanitation, and food safety standards our entire lives. If you were dropped into medieval Europe, you'd immediately be exposed to dozens of pathogens your immune system...
Oh yeah, no, you would die. You would probably... That's what I'm saying. Even if you went back to like non-human eras, there would just be like some fucking... There would be some bug that would sting you, and the next day you would just be dead. It would just infect your body.
...has never encountered. Meanwhile, the locals have been building resistance to these diseases their entire lives. You might be taken out by what they consider a minor seasonal illness. And this works both ways. I mean, you're a walking biohazard to historical populations. You might be carrying microbes that your body handles fine, but could devastate an unexposed population. Think about Columbus and all of them. And even the fall of the Aztecs and the like. Congratulations, you just became a one-person plague vector. And then there's your physical condition. Unless you're regularly doing physical, intense labor, you're probably not going to be ready for the daily workload of pre-industrial life. Farming, blacksmithing, construction all required significant physical strength and endurance that most modern humans just don't have. Even something as basic as walking everywhere would be a shock to a lot of people. People regularly walk 20 plus miles a day when necessary. I mean, how's your endurance looking? You know, even traditionally respected professions like medicine would be severely limited. A modern doctor without antibiotics, anesthesia, imaging technology, or even basic sanitation would be working with one hand tied behind their back. Some of you might...
Yeah, you'd be as good as the fucking barbers that used to perform fucking casual surgery to their fucking patients.
I'd be thinking, well, I could teach them about germ theory.
Bring blankets and pillows. They already fucking have that. You would have to bring something that's either going to advance... If you're going back as a time traveler with the purpose of trying to, like, shock them / gain power / wealth or integrate into their society, the best thing you could do is go back, like, 20 years. Like, 40 years. Go back to the 80s. Go back pre-2008 financial crisis. Do what Sketty said. Go back in 2001. Tell them about 9/11. Prevent that. And fucking... Well, nobody would believe you. See, that's another issue. If you went back to 2001, September 10th, and you were like, 9/11, it's gonna happen, they would say you're crazy, and then the second it happened, the CIA would interrogate you. You would immediately be like #1 suspect. They would say you're in on it. You would be a scapegoat. If you proved yourself, you would probably have to make other predictions, and then they would believe you. So you should actually go back even before then. You should go back to like another tragedy pre-9/11 so you could prevent 9/11 by having them fucking freak out at you before and then believe you. But then by butterfly effect, then, you know, they might know about it and then bomb another building. You know, there's just so many variables.
Your basic physics. But would you really explain it well enough to be useful? Most of us understand these concepts at the surface level based on what we learned in school. But could you derive the mathematical formulas for momentum?
Do you think 9/11 was an inside job? No, but I think the U.S. took 9/11 as a ability to push themselves in the Middle East for financial gain. Like, I think the U.S. largely looks for instances where they can force themselves in for financial reasons. I don't think that they planned 9/11, no. But I think that the U.S. government saw 9/11 and went, this is an opportunity. And then, yes, the primary thing was killing Osama bin Laden, war on terror. Secondarily, getting your foot in the door in the Middle East, getting a lot of money, power, you know.
Prevents disease transmission. But could you derive the mathematical formulas for momentum? Could you explain exactly why hand washing prevents disease transmission at a microbiological level? Let's be honest, most of our knowledge is just awareness that something exists and not a very visceral understanding of how or why it works. The truth is that most of us would struggle severely if transported to the past. Our knowledge is built on generations of accumulated science and technology that we take for granted. We know that things work, but rarely how they work from first principles. This realization should actually give us more appreciation for human history.
Yeah, like no one man, only like a few of the best men or not men, people that exist in society today are even capable of going back in time and doing something monumental. The majority of people, while we're much smarter than the humans that came before us, we only have a fractional understanding of the things around us to where we're not really able to go back and do anything with complete understanding. Even if I know that, like, what calculus is, I don't know how to genuinely apply it to modern day life. I mean, the best thing would be like if you're an architect. Like if you're capable of building or like just things that you could have a full understanding of knowledge on that are like just base things that could be very useful in that time.
Built upon the last, creating the foundation for our modern world.
Like physics knowledge.
On some Avatar The Last Airbender vibes. No single person, not even a time traveler with a modern education, could replicate centuries of human innovation and discovery alone. The true geniuses were the people who advanced human knowledge without having Google or LLMs to help them. If you found this thought experiment type interesting, hit that subscribe button for more content like this, and let me know in the comments.
I would go to Isaac Newton and tell him to give up on fucking, what's that profession called where you try to make fucking nothing turn into gold? What is that called? Alchemy. I would go to Newton and be like, that alchemy shit's not working, bud. Give it a rest. Start cooking on something else, okay? Hey, you're really rolling a good snowball here on the fucking laws of thermodynamics. Let's stick to that. Let's stop trying to turn other things into gold. That's a waste of time. It won't work. The 7 levels of rapper.
Every level of rapping ability explained.
Level 1, trash.
The bottom of the barrel. Artists famous for putting out garbage.
You can get hit.
Yeah, but any level of rapper that's known has to have one song that's not necessarily a banger, but at least a one-hit wonder. Because like a true level 1 rapper is your friend that says he's going to make it big on SoundCloud and produces the worst beats you've ever heard in your entire life. Like that, like no flow, nothing. Like, you know Miles? You know Miles is a meme rapper, though, on purpose. I think that's different.
Their voices are annoying. Their lyrics are stupid. Just no redeemable qualities whatsoever.
You talking about
stinks. If you started rapping today with zero experience, you would be better than everyone here.
Trying to clown me.
How crazy is that, right? Fix your posture, by the way. You're way too hunched over. I need you to
I ain't hunching over at all. I'm leaning back, if anything. I'm sitting on my own foot right now. Lil Xan.
understand. Like, these guys are physically incapable of just...
Bro. I feel bad for Lil Xan sometimes, though, because he went through like a huge drug problem and like lost all his money. Not all of it, but you know what I mean? He's gone on podcasts and talked about it. Bro, he like does TikTok lives and now. And whenever you see, and so does who made Kiss Me Through the Phone? Soulja Boy. Damn, bro, you see Soulja Boy's concert, bro, like 10 people pulled up. Like, that's, I don't know, man. I think those situations, if you're like a one-hit wonder, you make a crazy song that makes you a shitload of money, they just blow it, bro. You gotta, like, bank that. Bank that, ride it out, and then just fucking retire.
Their trashness just jumps out and indiscriminately ruins every song they get near. Back in the day, there was this guy named Birdman, and he used to own...
Bro, Birdman? What's a good-ass song? Nah, Birdman has a good song, though. He is a trash rapper, but Birdman has a good song. Still, no, Pop Bottles. Everybody knows Pop Bottles, but it's got Lil Wayne on it, so that's why it's a good song. As ass as that is, it's got Lil Wayne, and Lil Wayne's like a level 7 rapper.
Legendary label Cash Money Records, but what he was known for the most was ruining.
I always wonder how these like level 1 or no-name rappers, not that Birdman's no-name, but I'm saying no-name prior. Like, how do these guys get collabs with big guys? I know Kanye's fucking crazy right now, but how did Lil Pump get Kanye West like 5 years ago to be on a song with him? You know what I mean? And it was the worst song ever. It was it was terrible. They were dressed up as Minecraft characters.
Tracks with this awful rapping.
Platinum plus, earrings be trillion cut, and my grill be slugged up. My heart deal with anger, cause nigga, I don't give a fuck.
Bruh, but okay, that's pretty bad.
You want to take it slow, I'm not that type of guy.
Okay, bro, but I thought this was like, Ice JJ Fish isn't like a real rapper though, right? I thought all his shit was a joke. Yeah, it's like trolls.
Either play it as a joke or you just tolerate it for another artist.
Dude, Ice JJ Fish, there's no way Ice JJ Fish was serious.
What the fuck is this nigga doing?
But no one is actually seriously bumping level 1 rap.
This nigga is trash. Oh, hell no.
Nah, people are bumping Lil Xan for sure.
This wasn't hard, nigga.
How many monthly listeners Lil Xan got? 1.2 million monthly listeners. People be listening to Lil Xan.
You talking everything that come out my motherfucking mouth is hard, nigga.
Level 2.
Wait, was that Soulja Boy? Is that Soulja Boy?
Everything that come out my motherfucking mouth is hard, nigga.
Kiss me through the phone, lay down. Kiss me through the phone. Kiss me through the phone. I'll see you when I get home.
Level.
That's like peak skiing song.
2. Bad.
Unlike the level...
Bro, you can't... Nah, I gotta stand up for Soulja Boy here, even though I was just shitting on him. You can't be putting fucking Lil Pump over Soulja Boy. Lil Pump? Lil Pump is fucking... Bro, there's like no good Lil Pump song.
One rapper, you can get away with playing level 2 rap in public. Now and then, if you're lucky.
Yeah, bro, there's a time... There's a time and a place to be bumping like either Ice Spice or 6ix9ine. Yeah, Gummo's coming on at some point.
You may even get the occasional listenable verse. Still though, their rapping ability is extremely limited, so most of the time they stick to one sound or even...
Yeah, no, all of 6ix9ine's songs just sound like duplicates of each other.
Level 2 includes one-trick ponies like Ice Spice.
I might fuck it, I know he gon' spend.
I'm with Thotty and her thotty friend. She a baddie, she know she a 10. She a baddie with her baddie friend. I'm a baddie like fuck how you feel. And
I really don't like Ice Spice. I really don't like Ice Spice's music, is what I was saying. Like, I'm not a fan. Dude, I gotta stop pausing on these music videos. Hold up, I'm gonna press play and then full screen.
Cause I don't miss a meal.
Yo, she dead serious, just keeps making the same song over and over again. Then you have trend chasers like Lil Pump.
Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang.
You ever see that video of Lil Pump taking eating like a bag of mushrooms in the back of a plane and fucking full on tweaking? I love how he's giving them like a FIFA rating. 62 overall.
Their lack of skill means they often resort to employing gimmicks and internet trends to draw people in. So it's no surprise when they go in and out of style faster than the Yeezy 350s do. Finally, you have people that are just out of touch with the genre, like Will Smith.
Bro, what we do? Okay, no, Will Smith today. Yeah, okay, he put Will Smith today. I was gonna say Miami. Now that's a hit. Will Smith. The problem is Will Smith has the flow of a 50-year-old. Will Smith's old music is fucking amazing, right? But then you see him rap now, and I'm like, damn, bro, hang up the towel. Miami's fire.
Smith, trying desperately to fit in.
This is the bounce back. Watch Will, y'all. This is the bounce back.
Yo, what the?
Like, why don't he retire? I never understand this shit. I'm like, why are they trying to re-enter the social space again? Like, I understand you want to have some sort of passion, but I'm like, why did we do Fresh Prince of Bel-Air into rapping, into acting for like 20 years, and then back into rap?
What the fuck is he doing, bro? And the harder they try, the cornier
Shaq rapped
it gets. It's just a never-ending cycle of ass.
Well, Shaq is like the jack of all trades. Shaq has put his hand in every Hollywood or art-based career that could exist. He has gummies. He was an NBA player. He was a DJ. He was an actor. He was a singer. Like, he's done everything.
Never-ending cycle of ass. Buddy, you've been rich for 25 years. What the fuck are you doing posted up on a corner with the fitted in a fucking varsity jacket? If you don't put on some moccasins and a knitted sweater right this instant.
Level 3, mid.
Alright, I know these days youngins use the word mid to describe anything ranging from the worst shit they've ever heard.
Yeah, I feel like mid has fully lost its actual meaning. Mid means bad now. And I'll even use it as bad. Like, oh, that's mid. Like, mid meaning bad, but like not bad, like really bad, just subpar. But mid actually means mid. Like, okay. Like middle of the road.
7 out of 10 song, but we're here today to define real mid. Like Tyga, like Moneybagg Yo, like a Travis Scott feature. Not good, not bad, just pure cardboard. Bland.
I gotta agree that wait, is he saying Travis Scott feature, like Travis Scott on the mic, or Travis Scott songs himself?
The rap caviar fodder.
Back that ass. Back that ass. Girl, you look good.
Yeah, Tyga makes club music. I feel like level 3 is club music. Some shit you haven't heard in 10 years, and it comes on and you're like, damn, I forgot about this song.
Cash.
Level 3 rap is best suited as background music in any sort of car or function where not offending people is the primary objective. And that quality has made it perfect for Wingstop commercials and annual 2K soundtracks.
Real saucy. Just got paid, I'm flossing. I'm a boss and I hang around bosses.
As a result, mid-rap has basically become corporate over the years. That's why you hear it everywhere, but it still has...
Macklemore? Oh my God. I feel like Macklemore's got to be lower than... Bro, you can't put Macklemore and Travis Scott at the same level. That's fucked. I do like how he has all these... I love the effort this guy's put into this fucking video, by the way. Dupley, fucking goated creator. He has, like, a different category for each rapper in these levels. Like, he's throwing in old school people. I feel like when he gets to, like, level 6 and 7, gotta say it, I feel like that old school would be, like, Biggie and the white guy. Biggie and, like, Tupac.
No fan base. I don't know about you, but me personally, I have never met a single Tyga fan. Unlike level 2, mid-rappers might actually have more than one flow, some, like, surface-level wordplay.
Count on some money, then smoke me a plant. This shit got me higher than John Morant.
You might even get a 9 on me like Rajon Rondo. 30 on me like Steph Curry, 33 on me like Scottie Pippen. We can just keep going like this. Filler bars galore.
Ballin' like I'm in the NBA.
Like, come on.
Bro, I will say Travis Scott has, for me, I don't like all of Travis Scott's music. Like, I like 5 of his songs, and the rest I'm just not a fan. But I still wouldn't put him level 3.
Bro.
And people are probably pissed about that.
People are gonna get mad that I'm putting Travis in this category. But remember, bro, we're basing this off pure rapping ability, and I don't know.
Yeah, Travis's songs are really good, but not mainly because of his... I feel like he just has really good fucking beats. Like, even... I was just talking about my favorite song on his new album, Kick Out. Like, the rap's okay, but the song itself is just good. Like, the beat's fire. The background's amazing. Like, it's just a good fucking beat.
One Travis Scott bar right now. You can't do it, right? Because truth be told, stripped of its blockbuster sound, Travis Scott's rapping is just bland and forgettable. I'm sorry, it's the truth. That's why his features never hit. He's not a verse guy, but that's fine. I mean,
that's true.
Great artist, mid-rap.
KSI level 10? Yeah, where's KSI at? I think we'll be seeing him in like a level or 2.
To make for this vid.
Oh God, my God, this should be like God level.
Where's Jake? Yeah, Jake Paul. Where's Jake Paul at? That should have been level 1. I feel like he should have moved everything up a level. You could have put Travis Scott level 4. Level 1 should have been like fucking YouTube rappers.
Alright, up until this point, it's been all shits and giggles. Time to start making people mad.
Level 4. Okay.
Corday. I met Corday at the F1 event.
In here, we will begin talking about respected rappers. Some of them may even be your favorite. Level 4 is full of what I like to call elevated mid. I'm trademarking that. Don't steal it, please. What separates it from normal mid is that these guys may have the ability to get introspective on a track, or bust like a fast flow, or like an impressive rhyme scheme. And because of this, they enjoy great amounts of respect from casuals who can't really distinguish them from the higher levels.
Yeah, it was stupid. No, who are your favorite artists? You listen to hip-hop?
Yeah, have you guys heard of Joyner Lucas?
And also old heads thirsty for the tiniest drop of lyricism in the mainstream. Might as well be level 7. It's all the same to them. They heard that Jack Harlow album. They were like, shit, this is real rap.
Bro, I have hung out with my friends on multiple occasions when they want to watch that fucking White Boys Can't Jump film with Jack Harlow, and every time I'm like, dude, I will dead ass walk out of the room. Like, I don't want to watch a movie where Jack Harlow is the main character. Not that I don't like Jack Harlow, I just know it's going to be a bad film.
Bringing it back. Corday popped off and they were like,
damn, son, where'd you find this?
That movie's gas? Really?
Now I ride with a pay chauffeur, cause I'm way dope, I better stay sober. I paint pictures, you a Crayola.
They heard Big Sean and said,
yeah, he's top 3.
I've been backstabbed and laughed at. We gon' see who get the fucking last laugh, and we doing more numbers than...
When in reality, these guys are decent, you know? That's about it. Even still, they usually end up forming deep connections with their audience and manage to stay relevant for over 10 years.
Yeah, I think level 4, you're at a point where these people got fans. ASAP Rocky is a little crazy. I think ASAP Rock, but dude, I think the reason he's doing this is because, I mean, you gotta have one person in each category. There's probably other people he could throw in here, but if you're having like a front man of each category, there's gonna be a better artist at level 5, 6, and 7. Like that's not, this is, I don't think this is a diss level.
Years in some cases.
Level 5, good.
Drake, Nicki Minaj, and Kanye. I think this is the issue, is now you're getting into a level of like straight up like subjective takes. Obviously this is all subjective, but what's the difference between like good and amazing is going to be like entirely up to the person.
Everyone from this level on can rap.
Okay, so he's saying none of these people are bad.
Whether you love them or hate them, their skill is undeniable. They can carry their own against almost anyone.
I will say Nicki Minaj has some pretty good fucking songs.
Almost. Level 5 has wordplay, entendres, and storytelling for days. They enjoy respect amongst...
I'm like hoping he doesn't have like Cardi B up there. That'll be so bad if like Cardi B is like fucking level 7.
Industry, but still fall short with those rap purists and hardcore hip-hop fans who just refuse to buy into the hype, you know? To them, they're just okay. They're hating. This is probably the most varied group on here, as you can see level 5s in every corner of the genre, including but not limited to young guys who rap over Alchemist beats, Golden Age pioneers, Blog era lyricists, Bling era pop stars.
Bro, this guy know motherfuckers I never heard of before. Like, dead ass.
Including but not limited to.
I know more and more people as he's going up, but he'll throw in like 2 people. I'm like, who the fuck is that?
Guys who rap over Alchemist beats, Golden Age.
Yeah, Mac Miller's got some good songs. Mac Miller's music is all like vibes though.
Pioneers, Blog era lyricists, Bling era pop stars.
I feel the pressure under more scrutiny, and what I do.
84 overall.
More stupidly.
Again, Kanye, generational artist, good rapper. You may be wondering, well, why can't a guy like Drake be level 6? You know, he can rap. Allow me to demonstrate.
I'm used to seeing tears drop over enormous meals. The restaurant clears out faint echoes of Lauryn Hill.
See, it's like all the aesthetics are there, you know? He gets the cadence right, conductor beat, but if you dive any deeper, you just start hearing shit like this.
Oh, so many checks owed, I feel Czechoslovakia, nigga, what the fuck?
What? He said that shit like it was so tough too. Like,
to me, Drake's lyrical bag feels like that one scene in that James Franco movie where they go to North Korea and they see like a beautiful grocery store.
Yep, guess no one's hungry here after all.
But later in the movie, upon further inspection, they find out it was all just like a cardboard cutout, you know, it was all in like 2D. So that's what lyrical Drake feels like. North Korea grocery store. The point I'm trying to make is that even though a lot of these guys seem stellar at first, they're just missing that one piece that will make them great.
Childish Gambino at level 5 is a little crazy too.
DMX lacks technical ability. Drake is extremely shallow, so he lacks depth. Chance is corny. So it's like, just like if they had this one thing, they could easily be
level 6, great.
Yeah. I mean, now you're at the point where, like, this is just a compliment to anybody here. There's not really that much, like, this is just level 6 versus 7, bro.
And suddenly, we get a lot less
MF Doom,
mainstream.
J. Cole.
And for a good reason.
Is J. Cole the guy that, like, hit up Neil deGrasse Tyson asking about, like, fucking astronomy questions for rap? Like, some of these guys will put so much effort into their verses that they'll do, like, legitimate research to make sure that they're saying things that make sense.
I mean, some of these guys rap so good, nobody even wants to hear that shit. Zero compromises are made here. The rapping is intricate. The lesson is inevitable. The youngins are bored. This is not aux music. At this level, the rapping just demands your attention. It can't just fade off into the background anymore.
It's gonna be like slow down, come back even faster out of it, then switch gears again, do a different type.
Yeah, it's like there's background rap, and then like you just dead ass have to be in silence listening to a song.
Speed. Halfway through that, switch gears again, do a different type of speed, and this is what he's so good at. And that's why these flows sound so off kilter, and yet he never loses his timing.
There are some exceptions though. I'm talking about Prime Wayne, Cole maybe. I don't know about aux. I don't know about aux with Cole.
Walking contradiction, my description. Off the top magician, compositions, non-fiction. Shit it in the competitions, pot the piss and go.
Level 6s have the ability.
I feel like J. Cole's one of the best rappers that has like ever lived, lyricist-wise. 88, who's gonna be above him?
To wash any rapper in.
It's gonna be Eminem. He's gonna say Eminem. I feel like he's gonna have Eminem at level 7 because Eminem has like crazy like lyric. Like, Eminem has freestyled like literal fucking essays.
World on the right day. Their name command.
Like these guys, even at level 6 or level 7, these guys like study dictionaries. Like they just read definitions of words so they can just off the tongue flow. No problem. Oh, Juice WRLD's gonna be level 7. I feel like Juice WRLD gonna be level 7. Juice WRLD free. I think it's gonna be guys that can like freestyle like crazy.
Instant respect from real hip hop fans across the globe. And even though they rarely go mainstream, they often end up staying relevant in the underground through multiple decades and end up inspiring generations to come. Guys like MF Doom, like Common, like Rakim.
I guess nobody told you a little knowledge is dangerous. It can't be mixed, diluted, it can't be changed the switch. Here's a lesson if you're guessing and following.
And Rakim is really a good example of why some level 6s fall short of the top. Rapping is like a sport, and as the years go by, people learn from pioneers and become better, taking the craft of rapping to higher heights. So even
God damn! You see that messy clip? Holy fuck!
And as the years go by, people learn from pioneers and become better, taking the craft of rapping to higher heights.
Can't be that good! No, that's crazy. That's Maradona? That's not Maradona, that's Messi. You're saying that, I'm talking about this dude, bro, he just literally weaved past 3 people.
And as the years go by, people learn from pioneers and become better, taking the craft of rapping to higher heights.
Boom.
So even though Rakim's
God.
incredibly sounds still fresh 40 years later, he's naturally been outmatched by people who have taken his style and built upon it, taking rap global with better storytelling, more vivid imagery, and more of an expressive cadence. The same applies for many others on this level, who were also once
Level 7, GOAT.
GOAT rappers are extremely rare and come by.
Jay-Z. I like Jay-Z. I feel like I don't really listen to Jay-Z ever.
Once in a generation.
And bevel rap on a doctorate level, so F. Scott Fitzgerald. Maybe I'm the new Rakim, maybe I'm Fat Pharaoh. Undergarments of armor be my intimate apparel. Pre-Kardashian Kanye.
Bro, being able to rap like that is crazy. Like, do you think they're thinking? I always wonder this. Do you think when they're rapping like that, they're thinking about what they're gonna say, or they're dead ass just like mind is blank? It's just coming out of their mouth.
They have the ability to do everything.
Like no thought, they're just flowing.
At an elite level. It's like they see rap in 4D. They can go complex, they can simplify, they're good in the underground, good in the mainstream, just masters at their craft. They sound completely unique and their voices are instantly recognizable, to the point where nobody can really even copy them, even if they tried their hardest.
What the fuck the big three? This shit. Oh, hell no.
I haven't seen one person replicate the mesmerizing flows of
Andre 3K.
the monumental presence of a Jay-Z.
For you knew what a fan was. I had it laid out for you knew what a plan was. 300 mil later, now you
The
understand.
unlimited depth of a Kendrick Lamar.
I can see the evil, I can tell it. I know it's illegal. I don't think about it. I deposit
97.
thinking of my partner. Put the
I
candy.
need you guys to understand, bro. I know hating Kendrick is cool now because he's super mainstream and popular these days, but here's the
Well, I think he's super mainstream and popular, so people don't fuck with it, and I think that's just a common thing amongst not even just rappers, but just social media shit in general, where you fuck with somebody until they get big, and then they're no longer underground, so it's no longer cool to fuck with them. And I think people have blanketedly, I think there's a lot of people that blanketedly listen to like a lot of Kendrick's older songs that were like the GTA car music type shit. like ADHD or fucking swimming pools, and they just kind of fucked with those songs in general. And then now his new music, they're like, he's woke. He's trying to make a point about society.
Thing. He's just the best, and it's not even really close. He just has everything. There's no weakness. His bag is too deep. And how could I go the whole video without mentioning Prime Eminem? Emphasis on the prime.
Nah, I would never diss my own mama.
Nah, Eminem now is fucking whack. The Abracadabra song he made, bro. I remember I was driving when I was listening to that. I was like, this is fucking terrible. Old Eminem though, bro. Oh my god. I still think Till I Collapse is one of the fucking coolest songs ever made. Like, that song is so awesome. Being able to just fucking spit that was like a song I would love to know. Just be able to say. And because he's white, so you don't have to just, like, mute yourself every 3 seconds. Like, if I ever karaoke'd a rap song, I'm strictly sticking to, like, Eminem, fucking Vanilla Ice, you know. I'm not... Well, I would mute myself, but, like, it's so often. Like, you don't really realize how often some rappers say the N-word until you actually are like, I'm gonna lip sync this song, and then every 3 seconds you go, and you're like, okay. It's just like a filler flow word they'll use sometimes.
To get recognition, take a second to listen before you think this record is dissing.
Hey, we got one. We got us one. Shit, this is timeless excellence, unchallenged by any critic or detractor. In 100 years, when the history of hip-hop will be entrenched in school textbooks, these guys are gonna be the first
overweight? Nah, I knew Biggie would be here though.
First ones mentioned.
I think Biggie's my favorite rapper. Seriously. I've never heard a Biggie song I didn't like.
If you want to find out what makes hip-hop so great and popular, start by listening to one of them rap. You'll be a fan soon.
Wait, who else is on this? Let me look. Yeah, I mean, I don't know why. I think he put overweight because he couldn't have Tupac and not have Biggie, so he couldn't do double old school.
One of them rap. You'll be a fan soon enough. But if you already are,
who's the other big overweight rapper that makes really good ass music? Big L or Fat Joe or Big X. Old rapper. He's dead. He had a heart attack. He was like 500 pounds. Big Pun. Big Pun. Big Pun. I wouldn't put Big Pun level 7. Big Pun's got some good songs.
A fan of rap, it's time to find out what kind of fan you are.
Types of rap fans. Bro, this was a fire fucking video. Name one Travis Scott bar. Stroke my cactus. Oh my god. Yo, y'all remember Travis Scott's drink? That was like one of the worst seltzers I've ever had. The fucking cacti. Ugh. Ugh.
The lamest people on the internet.
The internet's got its variety of niches and groups, but I think I found the lamest one. You know Looks Maxes? This is them, but like even lamer somehow.
Look at this. Blackpilling. Bro, I keep getting on like blackpill content. Like people use this one clip of me where I say the first thing that somebody recognizes about you is your looks, and that's how they determine whether or not they're attracted to you. But then after that, I talk about how the majority of building a relationship and actually getting somebody to like you is your personality, and they just cut that off. So they just cut that off. So they put the clip of like me saying, hey, like people, the first thing that somebody notices about you is your looks. And then they're just like, yep, that's it. I'm like, that's not it. Like, I will say, yes, I think when you find it, like finding somebody attractive is off looks. Like that does matter more than some people say it does. But in terms of long-term relationship capability, no. But I'm saying, yes, the first thing that somebody recognizes about you is your looks, because that's their subconscious opinion is going to be how you look. But that's not the only thing that matters. And like the way that I understand Black Pill is that the only thing that matters is your looks. And I think that's wrong, because that is where not only yes, maybe in the terms of like the first thing somebody notices is your looks, but then they're going to realize your entire personality is structured around how you look, which is like obscene narcissism. Like it's just building a fucking rapport within yourself of like, I look great. I look great. I look awesome. This is how I need to look. I need to change my haircut. I need to start mewing. Maybe I should get facial surgery. Bro, you're 20. Bro, your brain's not even done developing yet. You're going to get fucking plastic surgery at 20 years old because you think that you don't look good. Like, it's your life, fine. But I'm saying, like, don't think that, like, that's the end-all, be-all on whether or not people are going to like you is how you look. It's because they take, like, the idea of Black Pill is they take something that isn't absurd to say and then make that the only thing that matters. Like, good-looking people get better connections in life. Is that true to a degree? Potentially. But I think that's the idea that looking good gets your foot in the door. But when you only care about looking good, and then you get your foot in the door, and they're like, okay, hey, and they start asking for your qualifications, or they want to learn about you, and you're the most dull person ever, because all you care about is whether or not you look appealing. It's like, man, that's like, I don't know. It also causes so much stress within yourself, you know? The idea of having to constantly be like, I need to look this way. I need to be this attractive. It's now you're like, you're hindering your own mood, you know? The pivot of how you feel in life is going to be how you look that day. Like, I don't know, man. And it's just like living for other people.
Black Pill content. This is a group of people that believe looks and genetics are the most important thing in life, and they decide how every interaction is gonna go, which is, you know, sort of.
Well, what is it? It's like subhuman, sub 5, sub 3, low tier normie, high tier normie, Chad. Like, there's a ranking system in the Black Pill like community where they like rank what you look. And a lot of the time they'll say that I'm like a normie or a low tier normie. Like, I saw one guy do a whole facial analysis on me and he said I was a 5. He said I was a 5. And he was like, if he fixed his hair and got Greek curls, he'd maybe be a little bit better. But they'll be like, his nose is crooked, his jaw is too far out. I'm like, man, bro, I don't care. And the guys that are making those analysis videos are like 3s. Like, I just, how are you going to sit there and make all of your content about like, hey, I'm going to rank how this person looks when you're like literally in a basement that's wet, underground, just like fucking just ranking people? I'm like, yeah, sure, I'm a 5. I don't care, right? Like, I used to care so much about how I looked, and I still do fixate on certain things. Like, I fixate on my hair a lot, right? Because I do think I am going to go bald. And so that upsets me. But, like, there are days where I'll just be like, I didn't do my hair. And I'll just, like, fucking leave it. So.
And the thing that makes these people so lame is that they're quote-unquote straight men who edit other men because they think they look good. Or they argue about which man they think looks better in a comment section. And just bully people who aren't conventionally attractive. When I know damn well.
Well, who's the famous guy that's technically the pinnacle of, like, Black Pill Chad? Oh, my God. Who is it? No, not Marlon. It's, like, a famous Hollywood actor. I don't know, man. I mean, like, this is the guy that's, like, one of the guys. Oh, no, it's Ian Somerhalder. I would agree more on Ian Somerhalder than Jordan Barrett. Ian Somerhalder's a fucking hot guy. But, like, I don't know. Why is he the pinnacle of, like, Chad? Because his facial structure's good? Like, it's because, oh, well, they'll say I have a negative canthal tilt, too, and that makes me look like a bitch. I'm like, word chat. This is like actual shit where it's like they'll analyze me and they'll be like, yo, he looks like a bitch. I'll be like, damn. Okay. It's like if you ever want to if you ever want to feel the worst you've ever felt in your life, ask somebody from the black pill community to rate how attractive you are. And they will be like, yeah, man, I think it's cooked. You're so ugly. They'll be, and I'm like, God damn, man. Like the fucking standards we have.
Oh, these people are behind their desk looking like this and telling me this guy's right eyebrow is bigger than his left, so he's cooked. And then proceed to tell me this is the peak of male beauty.
Yeah, man. Like cheap. Bro, actually, some shit that looks like you got plastic surgery.
Alright, bro. As a part of this video, I've looked into the species I'm a cold.
Honestly, bro, I think the biggest thing about attractiveness is how you carry yourself. I've seen, and you could say this is like some glaze shit. I've seen a lot of guys that own how they dress. I think that's a big thing. What you wear changes how appeal. Like that's more important than like, I need a Mog in fucking Muse so I could fix my facial structure. Bro, if you got like good drip, and not like good drip where it's like, I need to wear what people want me to wear. You wear drip that you fuck with and you like and you own it. People find that attractive. I'm not trying to say like Adam Sandler, right? That guy's old. But like Adam Sandler owns his shit. Like that's an attractive trait for him to own the fucking baggy ass basketball shorts. He looks like a cornball. Like he wears cornball fucking clothes, but he owns it. And so nobody cares. It's not cringe. Like if you own your shit, people are like, fuck with that. Because it's like a level of authenticity rather than trying to be somebody that you're not. People recognize fakeness and they don't fuck with people that are fake. And a lot of the time, like BP community people are trying to be somebody that they feel like they need to be rather than somebody that they are.
People or black pill people, I've studied their behavior and learned their lingo, and really I don't like what I found. And just to be clear, black pill is more like an extreme version of looks maxing, not necessarily all looks maxes, but you know, drag making that distinction. The first place I looked to study these creatures was TikTok. There's a good chance that you've come across a black pill edit or two. Normally what these consist of is a stitch of somebody saying...
No. The fucking music they use though is peak. I gotta say, if you see a BP edit, the video is fucking awful. But they edit it to where it's like, damn, this is like not convincing, but mildly interesting.
Something like, oh, looks don't matter. Or someone that's not seen as conventionally attractive, literally doing anything.
Yeah, but I'm kind, smart.
See, like that's so fucking sad. Nah, like this guy's a cuck commenting that. Sub-Zero looking at me. Bro, like, nah, you actually work at Burger King, bro. You work at Burger King and you don't have friends. Like, and you're sitting here commenting on people that fucking, like, actually, nah, you literally, like, this motherfucker commenting against this woman, like, being an absolute dick about her appearance.
Thoughtful and caring, and those are things that matter more.
What did this poor lady do to you? Literally anyone can get hit with a black pill edit, nobody is safe. And normally the people that make these edits obviously leave their face out because almost 100% of the time they look like this. But on the rare occasion where the editor includes themselves in, it's so obvious every single time because you just see this ethereal looking world-renowned model and then this nigga. Okay, just try and figure it out yourself. Let me show you an edit and I want you to figure out which one is the person that made it.
Okay, no, that's...
Did you...
I feel like that one's a joke, though. That one's a joke, though.
Did you find them? Let's try another one. People in the comments are just flaming this nigga too. This guy just replied with this image. Fitting. I don't know where this nigga thought he was going with this. That's not a sneak-in, that's trespassing. Twin, being nice does not cost anything. Okay, but on TikTok you also find the higher ranking BP people having mug-offs.
Bro, like what the fuck? This is an actual thing? A mog-off? and they're getting donations to see who looks better. This guy's making like a weird rock smolder right now. This guy, I feel like this guy got the mog off probably. I'd vote him winning.
But can we address the elephant in the room though? This BP business is kind of zesty. Really look at the facts here, all right? We have men editing other men.
Yeah, it's like full focusing on other guys' attributes and being like obsessive over how they look.
Because they think they look good. And I've looked at how these people act and speak too. They worship Marlon like a deity because they like the way that he looks. I don't know about you, but that sounds a little sus to me. You know, if they're taking back shots or not, that's not really my concern. I just had to...
I really do feel like Marlon has a very big BP community. Like, not even like he's trying to have it. It's just like, I bet Marlon has a lot of people that just like him because they find him attractive, but it's also like a lot of people that like want to look like Marlon.
I saw gay, so I said gay.
But these BP people like to throw around the term female gaze. The whole goal of BP, I guess, is to capture the female gaze. And they actually do have a calculated way that they measure attractiveness. It's not just, oh, I think this guy looks better. And this is known as PSL. And
bro, I don't know, man. I really feel like it's personality, bro. I have seen so many guys pull girls way out of their league at bars because they're just really good at talking. And I'm not even saying flirting, just holding a conversation. Like the amount of my friend, like I would say Brooke's out of my league, right? I would say that she's much more attractive than me. I don't think when we started dating, I don't think I was like some savant at talking, right? But like I think I got lucky, right? But I do have a lot of friends that I think are very interesting people. And I wouldn't say they're ugly, but they outwardly say their girlfriends are like 4 tiers higher than them attractiveness wise. And it's like, it's not because they went on the BP route and they pulled her. It's like, no, they went up, had a conversation, found common interests, right? Liked each other. And it's like, then that's how they find you attractive. Like,
alongside PSL, they also use the term appeal. Appeal is more just people finding you attractive regardless of your PSL. Now with PSL, this is where we get shit like this. This is what you would call a PSL god.
Oh my gosh.
But a PSL god wouldn't necessarily have appeal. Because again, look at this shit. So I guess PSL is purely for the male gaze then. My zesty theory.
Is that a real photo? That's not a real photo. Chat, that's a real image? No. That is. That jaw structure is unreal, though. But that's what I'm saying, like, I'm not judging this guy by any means either. I feel like why is, like, I think it's just, like, the more, like, you look like a stone sculpture, the more attractive you are on a PSL scale.
This is where we get shit like this. This is what you would call a PSL god. But a PSL god wouldn't necessarily have appeal. Because again, look at this shit. So I guess PSL is purely for the male gaze then. My zesty theory is being proven again. And I find this is no better time than any to really dive into the BP terminology. First word you probably already know, it's Chad. These are people that the BP community can collectively agree, you know, look good. So mainly like these 3 models. And then we have Chad Light. What am I talking about, cunt? But anyways, this is just a little lower. You wouldn't really be considered a Chad, but I don't know if you have to apply for Chad status. Is that something that they do?
No, I always thought that you can't move up. Like far, right? In the BP community, well, you could like make yourself more attractive and move up, but like if you're sub 5, you're never going to be a Chad in the BP community. But if you're like a Chad Light, if you got like a different haircut, maybe like they'll fucking up you. I don't know.
But if you're an unidentified attractive person, you're what's known as an unknown slayer. Like this random ass kid in the back of this video, he went viral on TikTok for a little bit. People calling him unknown slayer. Another example is this one guy. I just wanted to point it out because of this comment. Nigga said bro is real life Marlon.
Bro, what the fuck is you even talking
Real life Marlon, like Marlon's an anime character that doesn't exist.
about, bro?
Like, what the fuck does that mean, bro? I'm telling you, they worship this nigga Marlon like a deity. They don't even consider him real. And if you're the very pinnacle of male attractiveness, you're what's known as a true Adam. And this one guy they call a true Aladdin because he's Middle Eastern. There's not really a pattern there because that's the only example I could find. So maybe there's a different true so-and-so depending on
who's like a true Adam though.
The race. I don't know. And then we have the term high tier normie or HTN for short, which means you're a really good looking person for somebody that's not an actor or model, just missing out on Chad Light status. There's also mid tier normie, which is somebody who out of 10 is like a 6 to a 7. I know what I just said. Just be cool.
I think people normally rate me like mid low tier normie.
Please. Then there's a low tier normie, which is pretty much just an average looking person. And then, you know, sub 5, which you know what that means. That's pretty much all the dumbass terminology these niggas use. But we also have the president of Black Pill, Clav. You know, interesting guy. People call him the insecure final boss.
Marlon Moggs. Didn't he say, oh my God, wait. I know this clip.
Marlon Moggs, all of you? Yeah, but he's black.
Yeah, what a fucking comeback. What a fucking comeback. Isn't Marlon also not black? Like, it's just Marlon Moggs, all of you. Yeah, but he's black, so.
No, he's not.
Reasonable take. But overall, the whole belief with Black Pill is lookism, which means if you're chopped, people are just gonna treat you
like what that means. Like, what an outwardly racist thing to say. Like, it's just like, yeah, but you know.
Obviously, people do treat you different depending on how you look. You see how they did Dream? Bro, people who had never heard of him were just flaming him after the face reveal.
What do you think the BP community rates Dream?
Just because he looked a little bit like Rumpelstiltskin. It's really just the angle he recorded it. He's not even chopped for real. See? But you know,
sub 5?
The idea of people...
I feel like they do like low tier, normally sub 5. I don't know. It's just like anybody... Dude, when you go on like BP TikTok, you realize anybody you like... dude, like Brad Pitt, for example. They probably rate him pretty high. I would say Brad Pitt is a 10. I would say Brad Pitt in Fight Club is a 10. Like, he is like a very attractive guy. But I feel like I could say that. I don't know what they rate him, but I wouldn't be surprised if like I would say, hey, this guy looks like a 10, 4. And here's why. And then they'll give you a 4-paragraph statement on like every small thing that's wrong with their face and why they should be rated lower.
Treating you differently just because of how you look. Black pillars just do too much with it.
Would Charlie Kirk have gotten assassinated if he were Chad? Well, probably not.
What? What? Would Charlie Kirk have gotten assassinated if he was a Chad? Probably not. Is this a fucking meme video? Clav is trying to say that if Charlie Kirk was more attractive, he wouldn't have gotten fucking killed.
Would Charlie Kirk have gotten assassinated if he were Chad? Well, probably not, and here's why. Good-looking people experience something called the halo effect, so it's quite possible that if Charlie were to be better looking, someone wouldn't have hated him enough to assassinate him.
The whole mess.
What the fuck? What are you talking about, bro? What do you mean? If he was more attractive, he wouldn't have died. I mean, I could understand like you're saying the halo effect of like people like more attractive people, not in the argument of assassinations. I feel like the immediate counterpoint to that is like, it wasn't John F. Kennedy considerably one of the most attractive presidents ever, shot in the head, broad daylight.
It's just lost to me now. I don't even know what's going on. The belief in this.
What? Oh, well, he was a Chad White. He wasn't a Chad.
This idea is objectively wrong and also lame. Please find a place of employment. Where are you finding this time to edit over people that you have chopped? See, self-improvement and I guess looks maxing by extension is not necessarily a bad thing. And honestly, I believe having deep pockets is more powerful than looking good. Let's take this guy Cuffham for example. See, I'm not gonna say he's chopped. Let's just let the results speak.
The first algorithm we'll look at is designed to judge the beauty or attractiveness of your face.
Point two. No fucking way.
We'll give you a score between 0 and 10.
But he has motion and he's pretty financially abundant and he has managed to acquire females. Money and status really has a larger influence on how you look. Am I about to make my own pill? I'm gonna call that shit purple pill, or PP for short. But deep it though, Elon Musk could really bag more than a broke ass nigga that looks like this. And Elon really built like a Tesla for real. But it doesn't really matter because that 0.7 in his net worth could retire several generations, alright? Yet black pillars still believe looks are everything.
Damn, I didn't even think about that, bro. The 0.7. The 0.7, $700 million.
Generations, alright? Yet black pillars still believe looks are everything, you slow ass niggas. So you know, instead of smashing your skull, how about you get some motion? Looks maxes, black pillars, they're a community and they like to share their knowledge. And the best place to see this in action is Reddit/looksmaxing advice. Whatever you do, if you want actual advice, do not look on here. Let's take a look, shall we? 15, male, is it over for me? Nigga in the comments said, you could just be famous. Alright. Bro must have taken PP. That stands for purple pill, by the way. Okay, next. What can I do? Please be honest. Okay, so niggas are trolling. Okay, so the 1 in a billion chance that, okay, the 1 in 0 chance that this is real. It's time to let it go, Unc. Let me try to find some actual serious ones then. Alright, this guy, 28, chronically single, and I know my forehead is huge. Okay, sounds reasonable. His forehead cannot be that bad. Interesting. The comments have some helpful suggestions. Shaved head might be the move. Maybe balance it out with a light goatee. You evil ass nigga, okay? You know what you're doing, bro. Gain about 30 pounds and you grow into that head. Is that something?
Gain about 30 pounds and you grow. Stop. I'm trying to. That's actually fucked. No, that's actually fucked.
You can do, you can grow into a head. Tell women you can read minds. Next, bro. Surprisingly, a lot of women are on this subreddit too. I don't think they really reply to
There's women in the BP community. I thought that's only, but is there like BP guidelines for women?
Posts, but they put a lot of them up. And maybe my black pillars being zesty theory was wrong, because a lot of them put up shots instead of actually giving advice. How big is my forehead? 1 to 10. You know, coming from the last one, you know, I'm gonna give this shit a 1. I think a lot of people in the comments forgot that question though, especially fucking Shakespeare over here. I'm captivated by how pretty you are. I would kiss that big forehead. It's not big, just kissable is all. I'll give it to you, you're tough, I guess, twin. Shut of the year. And then there's this guy that just said, can I have your number, please?
No. Oh my goodness, Valentine! No, what? Oh no! No. That is not the shot!
No. That's air, bro. That's straight air. And you know, sometimes even the girls' posts get flamed. You find me attractive. Why/why not? See,
why are women going on the looks max? I mean, like, why is anybody going on this? But why are women going on the looks maxing advice?
See, a lot of these comments are just not nice. But one stood out to me. This guy said, you look like you're offended by everything. Honestly, not a bad observation. You can't hate it. Okay, the more I dive down this subreddit, the less I believe it's actually serious. Just look at...
Yeah, I feel like a lot of it's got to be meme shit. There's probably like... there is a BP community... But like, dude, a subreddit that anybody can join, bro. A lot of people are just going to join it to troll.
Some of these posts. Is it over for me? 214 male. It's been over for quite some time, Abe. 19 female. How do I improve my looks? Reincarnation, man. Okay, I'm gonna just leave it there. But, you know, message of the vid. Take PP, not BP. Bye. Outro.
Wow. Next video, chat.